Hello everyone! Yes! It's finally here! We're back for GIGGS D&D Session 3. Hope everyone is doing well. Welcome on in everyone. Oh my gosh, we've got a hype train rolling already. I will try and thank everybody later, I promise. But first, we gotta have a little chat. Hi! Hi everyone, I'm gonna scroll up the music on Foundry in the background so you guys can hear some of that. Perfect. All right. Oh, I'm going to have to move chat in a second, so now is your chance to say hello to me before I turn chat off for forever. Well, not forever, but for the duration of the stream, because, of course, we prefer to stream without chat interference. Hi. Hi. Hello, everyone. Hope you're all well. Folks who are subscribed, hope you enjoy your brand new emotes, courtesy of my wonderful partner who has done us a Nat 20 and a Nat 1 emote. I believe the Nat 1 is just Nat 1 with the usual emote prefix, and the 20 is crit. So Pixlriffs crit and Pixlriffs Nat 1 will be your brand new emotes. Use them responsibly. I like the idea of having them used when people do roll a Nat 1 or a Nat 20. So that'll be really fun to celebrate. Enjoy those. And thank you to all the lovely people who have already cheered some bits, gifted subs, subscribed, if you're not already, or resubbed if you have one handy. This is going to be our third session of D&D. It's been a long time coming, actually. We were planning on having this one last week, but unfortunately, things had to be rescheduled. Fortunately, Scar is feeling a lot better, so that was the main thing. We wanted to make sure that he had enough time to get well, and he's wearing the beard, so you know he's in business. I've spent a little bit of extra time working on this and also what's coming next. I actually have like a pretty solid idea of what the next few sessions are going to entail now, and I'm very excited about it. Like, I do a lot of DMing kind of by the seat of my pants and also by what the players end up doing, what choices they make in the session, what really resonates with them, what they enjoy, and how their characters interact with the world sort of informs a lot of my DMing style when I'm homebrewing everything kind of from scratch. And so I'm hoping to tailor what's coming next to what the players really enjoyed about the last couple of sessions, and we'll see what happens. But yeah, I have some good stuff going. I have some real good stuff going. So we'll get hints about that today, potentially. We'll see how far they get. We are planning on keeping this session a little bit shorter, also just to make sure that the players are comfortable, and yeah, like, hopefully this should just be a couple of fun things. They are planning on staying in the town of Nailbrook for a little bit, so we'll get like a proper introduction, and we'll do like a little recap of what happened in the previous sessions. But this is going to be, yeah, the continued adventures of Ruby, Mr. Wizard, Max, and Broghini Dudestone. Thank you all for your patience while we rescheduled all of this as well. I know it's not been all that easy to keep track of like when we're going to be doing stuff, and I did erroneously say that we were going to be starting at 7 GMT because I thought that was going to correct for the time zone for the folks in the States, whereas the folks in the States were like, actually, it's way more convenient for us to do it an hour later, and so we're starting at 8 GMT, and GMT is like the benchmark for it, which is going to make it even more confusing at the end of the month when GMT moves to British summertime and we move the clocks forward an hour like everyone else has already done. The other thing is we might still have a session next week. We are still working on scheduling that. It might be next Thursday provisionally, but I'm learning from my mistakes, and I'm not going to do anything to like formally announce that until we actually have that locked in, probably like a couple of days before. So stay tuned, because we were planning on having a session on the 27th, and I think that might end up being the 26th now. We'll see what happens. But yeah, I'm all set up here. I think everybody else is live and chatting with their chats. Hopefully any technical wrinkles have been ironed out, so I am going to go live in the chat just in case anybody else wants to hop in and say hi. If you're looking for where I will make formal announcements, probably on either Twitter or Blue Sky or both. I might also mention some stuff on streams if I do Minecraft streams in between, but I'm also going to be away this weekend, so I'm away for Minecraft Live, so I get to find out everything that happens as it happens, but that's not going to be, like, something that I can cover live until, like, yeah, I will get back and I'll do an episode of the Spawn Chunks podcast on Tuesday, And then by that point, I'll basically be prepping for the next session of D&D, most likely. So we'll see. All right. I'm going to unmute in the stream link, and we'll see how things go. I'll also say hi to them in Discord.
Hey, Bix.
Hi, Jem.
I'm excited.
It feels like it's been a long time coming, this one, but it's worth the wait, always.
Worth the wait, for sure.
Oh, yeah. Can't wait for this one.
Hey, welcome back. Welcome back. I'm going to switch over to the screen that has all of your cameras.
Oh, good idea.
Look at all these lovely people.
Hopefully this works.
Scar is waving his wand around already.
Uh-huh.
Ooh,
I don't know why Scar is always pixelated for me.
I'm pixelated for me.
He's crystal clear right now. Everyone's in high fidelity on my side, so...
I don't
Did
know
someone
why
say crystals?
You're made of crystals for Impulse right now, which is the problem.
Dude, I don't know why.
How we all doing?
Oh,
Good.
Chat is extending so much love for Impulse for rocking the beard, and for Scar for rocking the beards.
Good beards, guys.
I have so much hair in my mouth right now. I don't remember getting this much hair in.
Oh my god, we got so much in our
I
mouths.
ordered
It's insane.
horns, but I live in Newfoundland, so it'll be months.
Oh my goodness. Wait, Ruby is going to have horns for the finale of whatever this
Yeah,
is.
it'll be a while.
So we got to make sure Ruby stays alive.
Oh yeah.
Well, I'll write a new tiefling if he kills me.
Yeah, we'll have Ruby's sister that we suddenly learn about pops up.
Oh, bro,
No,
dude
they
came
can't be
so
sisters.
close.
She's definitely a giving only child vibes.
All right.
Last session, bro, dude came so close. I thought
you were close, dude. You better roll better today. Kiss the dice or something.
my
I need you to roll better.
The dice are virtual. How do we? Yeah,
And I don't know. I don't want Stonrick to have to come into play because he's kind of a jerk.
Yeah, we met that dude last time, and yeah,
Stonrick, the little man with the hand.
We like bro dude better.
Yeah, me too.
Bro dude's backstory was awesome. I like that you and Gran went into your childhood, and then me and Scar are like, when was this? Who knows?
Yeah. In my head, like it got further and further away the more with each person. So like Ruby's happened really recently, Max when he was like 15, Bro Dude when he was like 7, and then Mr. Wizard, who knows? And that's my favorite
Mr.
part
Wizard doesn't even know.
Yeah.
The mystery is so good.
Mr. Wizard's favorite saying, who knows? Who knows anything?
I'm gonna insight check you so much, dude.
Yeah. I'm gonna be insight checking Scar by the end of this, I think.
The best part is I'm gonna insight check him, and it's gonna be like, well, are you telling the truth? And Scar's gonna be like,
yeah. And I can't confirm or deny anything. Is everything coming through loud and clear? Is everyone hearing the music?
Yeah,
in Foundry?
other than Gran, who hates us.
Green's still muted. He's talking to his chat. But then
Wait, I'm not last?
He's talking to no one, and I'm like, wait, did he forget to go live? And he's just literally talking to his camera. No one's there.
No, I'm assuming he's streaming.
Oh yeah, that would be funny though. He just forgot.
Let's
to
just
hit
all
start
wave
streaming.
at him.
Oh man.
That's not gonna work. He doesn't know how to. He's not gonna.
Yeah. I got my fan going. It's super hot here in Arizona today. We have this crazy heat wave. And so I got my fan blowing on me, and like the beard's just like flowing in the wind.
Yeah. I feel like there is actually a magic item, I think it's in the Dungeon Master's Guide, called a Cloak of Billowing. And all it does is that you can command it to look cool for like 10 minutes. It's like, it looks like, with one sort of magic word, it allows it to like look like it's blowing in the wind.
Are we going to use Scar's or Mr. Wizard's hoverboard today, please? Can we please use it?
Mr.
Like
Wizard
when
needs
he
to
got that,
do
I've
his
been
ritual
excited.
for his cat.
Every session, I'm like trying to find a reason to use the hoverboard. We have yet to use it. Come on.
I also have a cart that'll appear at some point in our campaign.
Oh,
I have access to a cart.
Yeah,
I literally managed to fat finger and exit out of Edge there. So cool.
Oh no.
Oh. Can I get you?
All right, I think we're good.
Foundry
Let me
It's
check
our
up.
boomer. He's here.
Test.
He has to be walked through the streaming setup
God.
every week.
All right, we're here.
We're here. We're doing it. Let's
We're there,
go.
we're here.
Oh, wonderful, wonderful. Oh, right.
Bagpipes are low.
Less bagpipes, please.
Yeah,
I can't.
I think you can turn the bagpipes up. They
Can we have a
sound little flat to
recap,
me.
Pix?
Yes, I
Yeah.
was
Who
going
am
to
I?
do a little recap for everybody. So, welcome back everyone to Gigs D&D. This is session 3. If you missed the first 2, VODs are on YouTube. Session 0 VOD is up there as well for basically everybody. I'm pretty sure it all got uploaded. Welcome back, players. We're going to have a quick chance to introduce you and your characters. I think we'll do it in reverse order to how I've been doing it. So we're going to start with Scar. Introduce yourself and your character, please.
I never go first.
Now you do.
Oh, okay. Oh, hello everybody. It's Mr. Wizard. A wizard, to be sure. A wizard who knows nothing what to say. Who knows anything?
My
Summed it
favorite,
up nicely.
my favorite
You
Mr.
caught
Wizard
me off guard
catchphrase.
so hard.
See, this is. I'll get you. I'll keep you on your toes. This is how. This is how
Pix
we
is
do
like
this.
a teacher.
I really don't want that to be the vibe,
You
but somehow
caught me
it,
off guard so hard.
it lands that way every single time. All right. Next up, Impulse.
Oh, I think you mean my name's Bro Dude. Broghini Dudestone at your service. I am a dwarf fighter, and recently I've got an upgrade. I'm a level 2 now, so I'm even buffer than I was first session, which is nice.
Yes, bro, dude, ever getting more buff.
Yep,
Speaking of
buffer
which,
every time. Love it.
the other person backflipping onto your screens currently is Grian. Once he's done cleaning his glasses.
Yeah, they're actually filthy, and I don't know how.
Oh no.
I am playing Max Blunder, who is a half Goliath, half halfling, so he's a normal-sized person. And he loves doing backflips. I'm a cleric, by the way. I heal people.
I've seen several people say that you took the thing of when a minotaur and a mermaid have a baby, and one of them is like half bull, half fish, and the other one is just a normal guy. And I'm like, that's
Yeah,
perfect.
pretty
That's
much.
absolutely the vibe. But yeah, one of the more original character origins we've had. And finally, Jem, bring us home.
I'm playing Ruby. She's got a knife. She's a rogue tiefling,
Oh, I can see.
and she's awesome.
There's something about every time
Is
she
it weird
holds up
seeing me
that
without
knife,
glasses?
that weird smirk you get just looks so devious.
Well, it's because it is.
Yeah.
I think if when Jem's horns arrive, I want everybody else to have weapons as well. So I feel like
Okay.
Grian's got to have some kind of mace. Impulse needs a two-headed like great axe. I think
Yeah.
Scar's already got the wand, so
I need a wand upgrade is what I need.
yeah, you need
Yeah, you need a better wand.
need a wand upgrade and a land vehicle in the background. So
I could actually make that happen. I've got an eye on a sweet tractor. Rick's he's got a hard bargain, and I'm trying to work him down.
So, to quickly remind everyone what's happened in our stories so far. Our 4 adventurers met in a tavern in the village of Strawborn, where they were sent on a quest by the tavern keeper, although they soon realized the tavern keeper had evil intent, and the errand they were sent on was helping their host brew monsters in wine barrels. The group took her down and thus prevented the village from becoming a hotbed of monster activity. They then moved on to the town of Nailbrook, where their first night's sleep at the local inn led to dreams of their past that became engulfed in flames and the sound of horses' hooves. They awoke to find that many others in the town had had similar dreams, and some of them were exhibiting symptoms of fever. After asking the healer and doing a little research in the local archives, our heroes went searching for the tomb of a fabled knight who was buried with his noble steed. There they discovered the local folktales were true as they encountered a nightmare, a dark horse wreathed in flames, and devilish creatures emerging from the smoke it left in its wake. The group fought the nightmare with assistance from the spirit of the horse buried in the tomb, and after defeating it, they took down the coven of cultists who had summoned the fiendish horse using a magical ritual. Returning to the town, they found the townsfolk fever has cleared up, and they settled in for a good meal and a much less disturbed night's sleep. And in an epilogue unknown to our heroes, we saw the nightmare returning to its home in the Nine Hells, where a shadowy figure from Ruby's past may be plotting against our group of adventurers.
My bad.
And it's all
Careful who you make friends
Ruby's
with Ruby.
fault.
Can we run an ad?
Yes,
Ads are
let's-
running. Too
let's
late.
run
I had
ads.
one.
Too late.
Yeah,
Well,
mine got impatient.
I
and it ran
snoozed,
during
I
that,
snoozed.
Unfortunately.
Well, anyone who hasn't already, run some ads, and we can all take a moment to breathe, stretch if you need to stretch, take a sip of your drinks, and prepare to return to the world we are creating together.
I can't take a sip. My beard's too tight.
I need to
Broth
find
and
Max.
a
I don't know where.
dragon.
I don't know where he's gone.
Look, check behind the sofa.
Can't see him, can you?
He's in there somewhere.
There he is.
Is that Max Blunder, or was that Max Blunder the whole time? How proficient is Etho in doing backflips?
Probably pretty proficient.
We'll never know.
Well, he told me
Wait.
once he left gene stains on the wall because he was doing handstands.
That's right.
I didn't know this either.
So- Yeah, he randomly came up to me on
Yeah.
Hermitcraft one day and declared that. He must have some really dark genes as well to be leaving stains.
Or really dirty jeans.
I could imagine him doing something really out of pocket like that in a group setting, just doing a handstand without being prompted or
Without
asked to at
consulting
all.
anyone first, yeah.
Yeah.
All right, let's get into today.
Do we need to switch to map, or are we good on this one?
We will switch to map in just a second, I think.
Okay.
But for now, some fresh music should be playing. All right.
We map? What are we doing? I'm not listening. I wasn't listening.
stay,
Panic.
stay here for now. I will let you know when to switch to the map.
Okay.
It is morning in the town of Nailbrook, and the summer sun is already high in the sky. The birds sing sweetly in the trees and on the rooftops. A gentle westerly breeze is blowing. The fishermen by the river have been up since dawn, taking in the morning's catch. The market traders are opening up their stalls, and everyone seems to have had a much better night's sleep. With that in mind, players, between sessions, I've already taken the liberty of giving each of your characters a long rest. So take a second to make sure that your health is back up to full, you have all of your spell slots, etc., etc.
I'll be honest, I don't know where my guy's gone.
If you go to the actors panel on the right-hand side,
Click it. There he is.
you should be able to find
found
Max
it.
Blunder there
Yeah,
in the
I'm all
players
good.
folder. All right. And I'm going to switch us over to... 1 second. Where's it gone? Ah, yes. We're going to switch scenes, and if everyone wants to switch over to the map view, we'll be able to see
Mr. Wizard's bedroom.
where our story begins.
Hello, everybody.
We see the Cat's Tail Inn, where our group of adventurers is once again making their way downstairs for breakfast, except for one. Mr. Wizard has been up for an hour already, magical thoughts filling his brain as they so often do. He has produced some chalk and drawn magical symbols on the floorboards, and a bundle of incense is already beginning to smoulder in a small brass stand, no doubt produced from his satchel of trinkets. Mr. Wizard is, after many long hours of magical guesswork and following up on several hunches, casting the spell Find Familiar. What do we hear Mr. Wizard muttering under his breath as he works on the ritual?
Alakabdan, alakabam, alakahoo, hala! Find my old friend, be back! Ah, alas. What is this convoluted spell? I've incensed this whole room, and my head is spinning now. Mr. Wizard has unfortunately forgotten his spells. And he's trying to remember how to crest his familiar, to bring his friend, because he wants to show and tell it with his other new friends.
Yes. So, according to the description, all you need to do with Find Familiar is spend 1 hour casting this as a ritual. You have to burn incense worth 10 gold, which is consumed by the spell, and you gain the service of a familiar. But I wonder if there's anything else you'd like to add to the ritual in terms of flavor to invite this particular familiar to appear.
Ah. A treat. I must prepare a treat. I'm going to place a small treat in the circle. A little snack, if you will.
Mm-hmm.
With that, I start casting my wand in a swirling pattern, knocking my hat off of my head, choking on the incense. And woo! With that,
Downstairs,
smoke starts.
there's this sort of faint smell of incense kind of drifting down as everybody begins.
Everybody's
their
getting woozy, by the way.
breakfast.
You're right up there.
I'm sorry, I'll open a window, I'll crack it.
I can barely breathe down here. What's going on, Mr. Wizard?
Scar, if you'd like to open up your character sheets,
Yes.
head to the spells tab on the right-hand side.
Let's see. Yep, spells. Yep, and find familiar.
And click on Find Familiar.
And then just cast the spell.
Yeah.
Okay.
Okay. So the way this is going to look is it should give you an option of what type of creature to summon. It pops up with Celestial, Fey, or Fiend. And if that's not popping up for you, don't worry too much. I can do some of this
It
for you
just
from
gave
my
me
side.
the find familiar tab with all of the like characteristics of it, but nothing to like click. It just says refund resource. That's the only thing
great.
it gives me an option.
Okay, that is fine. That is fine. I will handle that from here in this case. What kind of creature is Mr. Wizard's familiar?
Cat.
All right. So, as the spell completes, there is this moment where you feel the power coalesce. This feeling of creating a niche in reality and magic flooding in to fill the space. And nothing appears in the circle. The ritual completes, and you are still alone in the room.
God, gosh darn it, it didn't work again. I need to burn more incense.
But then as Mr. Wizard is contemplating what might have gone wrong, the breeze blows in through the open window and you hear a faint meow from behind you. Oh, there we go.
What is that?
You turn to see a cat
Big stretch.
yawning
I got it.
and stretching its paws out in front of it, briefly extending its claws out. And then it kind of shakes its head with a little flappy noise and hops down onto the bed and then onto the floor into the magic circle and starts gobbling up the treat you have left for it.
Hot dang, you finally here, little fella. I must show you to my friends.
One of Mr. Wizard's long arms, sort of like hands kind of dangling low by his sides. The cat sort of sees this and like rears up on its back legs and tries to like nuzzle into your hand.
Ah, good to see you, my friend. It's been a very, very long time. Come with me. I want to introduce you to my friends.
While you're heading on downstairs, please feel free to describe what this cat looks like and what Mr. Wizard calls his new companion.
Well, of course, we call her Mrs. Cat, and
Incredible.
It's right there. It's right there.
Okay, I'm making sure that Mrs. Cat is under your control at this point. So you should now be able to move
The cat is married.
Mrs. Cat around.
I have so much hair in my mouth. Okay. Yes, Mrs. Cat. Come, Mrs. Cat. Mrs. Cat.
What
All
does
right,
Mrs.
so
Cat look like,
so I can
Scar?
control. Oh, I can control Mrs. Cat now.
You can, yeah.
What does
What's
Mrs. Cat
it
look like?
No, Mrs. Cat has many different features. Mrs. Cat has little tussles on the top of her ears, like a wildcat, like a caracal. Mrs. Cat also, peculiarly, its coat changes with the cast of the light. Mrs. Cat sometimes is a darker color, and then with a turn is a little bit of an orange tinge, just like a tiger eye rock. So Mrs. Cat does look a lot like a tiger eye when you like turn the rock around, and how it like changes color with its fur.
I love that so much. That's incredible. So you almost got like a pearlescence to this cat.
Yes, exactly.
And it behaves otherwise like a perfectly normal cat. But in terms of the spell Find Familiar, you can send it on little errands. It will basically stay around until you dismiss it. Or if it happens to take damage, it will basically disappear, and you can resummon it later by casting the same ritual. And you can... Mrs. Cat could even go downstairs for you and spy on your friends if you wanted to. But while it's within 100 feet of you, you can see through Mrs. Cat's eyes and ears, and she can communicate with you telepathically, although I imagine that happens in a series of meows. We can decide later whether she has like a voice or if
I'm thinking that improving out this cat is I didn't think about it ahead of time at all.
Sure.
Really? Are you telling me Mrs. Cat wasn't planned, Scar?
No.
No way.
I've been a bit of disposed lately. I haven't had a lot of time. Doing a little improv action here. But I like the idea of like a tiger eye rock. Like if that's
very
the
good.
coat
That's
of a
very
cat.
good.
Yeah, no, that's perfect. That's perfect. All right.
Excuse me, Mrs. Cat. I will feed you when you get food.
You're not married to the cat, though. You're not Mr. and Mrs.
No, because then she'd be Mrs. Wizard, surely.
Oh, yeah.
True.
Yes, exactly.
All right. So Mr. Wizard, at last, after an hour of sort of, you've heard that the rest of you have heard the stomping around upstairs and the sort of various sounds Mr. Wizard has been making while he tries to conjure this cat for the ritual. But at last, accompanied by a cat, Mr. Wizard makes his way downstairs.
I've also been clawed by the cat, and I'm bandaging my arm. Which actually is
Which is
real
hilarious
life.
because you control the cat.
Yeah.
Oh, Mr. Blubber. They control themselves. We can only apply requests to a cat.
Who's the cat?
Oh, it's Mrs. Cat.
How'd you get a cat?
Oh,
Do we need a cat?
Did you smell those incense?
You summoned the cat?
Of course I summoned the cat. The cat's been off in on an adventure. I had to summon her back.
You couldn't
He's
have
a
done that
wizard.
yesterday?
I've never seen a cat in my life. Explain to me. What is this creature? What does it do?
Mrs. Cat looks at the little man and takes a step back. She has never seen a dwarf either.
Wait. You're a wizard, right? And you can cast fireballs and all sorts of things. And you used your magical powers to summon a cat.
Of course, it's a delightful companion, and a companion that takes care of themselves, unlike other creatures you have to feed.
Can the
Can I pet
cat?
her?
Do you control the cat?
Yes, you can.
Do
I
you
can
control
apply
the cat?
requests. I can request the cat to do something, but one can never tell a kitty cat what to do.
Just to clarify, because I don't want things to get weird. If I scratch the cat, I'm not scratching you. Do you feel it if I scratch the cat? I'm gonna scratch the underside. Do you feel this?
No, there is a slight tingle in the back of my neck. But
Right,
I would
I
say
don't
no.
want. I'm not touching the
I
cat.
would say no.
I'm not touching the cat.
Little cutie there ever was.
Fail to see how this is going to help
Why don't you
us
give
in
it
the
a good-
This
slightest.
is the
good pat on the
perfect
back.
pet.
Can the cat do a backflip? Travis, they can do a
Miss-
backflip.
Mrs. Cat, would you prefer to do a backflip? And with a gentle nod, the cat has agreed to do a backflip.
All right, I'm going to roll this cat's dexterity.
Which is surely good. It's cat.
No way it's doing a better backflip than us, Max.
Mrs. Cat has a +2 to dexterity.
That makes sense.
and she gets a 17.
That's a pretty good backflip.
So Mrs. Cat is I think just kind of lazily executes a backflip from the table to the bar, where Hal, the innkeeper, who's looking much more lively than he was yesterday, is bringing around some fried potatoes as this cat sort of somersaults back from the bar to the table.
We're not having that. Right, I'm up.
We
My
have to
turn. My
keep it.
turn.
We're keeping it.
There's no way I'm being shown up by a cat. Here we go.
Come on, Max. Show him how it's done.
Oh dear.
And with a 7, Max Blunder, having not yet had his breakfast, is unfortunately able to execute the most perfect of backflips. I think at this point, a 7 means you backflip, but you don't do it in a way that anyone would remember.
It's too cramped in here. I can't work under these
That was
conditions.
a horrible.
I haven't had enough pints to do any backflips yet today. Sorry.
Here you are, Mr. Dudestone, and Hal drops the first pint of the day in front of Bro.
There we go. That's much better. Thank you.
He's sort of serving the other inhabitant of the inn, who's the musician that you met in session 2. He's bringing her some like smoked fish that were caught the day before, and some fresh tomatoes and mushrooms. There is this pleasant smell of food wafting through the room, and he pours her a cup of green tea from a little iron pot, and then bustles over to your table. Good morning. I see Mr. Wizard has joined us. Lovely to see you all. Can I bring you some tea? Perhaps a spot of breakfast?
Tea would be lovely.
I'll put another
No
pot over the
eggs.
fire.
Did you say you ran out of eggs?
Yes, unfortunately, Mr. Blunder, much as I appreciate your custom, I'm afraid yesterday's breakfast has somewhat depleted my stock of eggs. And in
That's
fact,
right.
the eggs
I think I've still got one. I sort of take one out of my pocket. Start peeling the hard-boiled egg.
that may well be the last egg in the entire town. I believe the eggs of the entire street market were depleted as well.
Right. In which case, I will have a giant plate of mashed potato.
Right you are, mashed potatoes coming
Oh.
right up. And what can I
A
get for
man
you,
after my
gentlemen?
own heart. A good potato can go a long ways.
I
Potatoes
could
for you
use a
then.
plate of meat. Any meat you have. will
And I'll take
suffice.
an Arnold Palmer.
Who's
I
Arnold Palmer?
not familiar with that
Oh, never
particular
mind. It's from
gentleman.
a different realm. It's from a different realm. I'll take a tea with a squirt of lemon.
Oh, right you are. I think we have some fresh lemons somewhere. I'll see what I can rustle up. And yeah, he bustles off behind the bar and gets to mashing some potatoes. He brings some tea for Ruby, again from this little iron pot that goes above the fire to steep. And then, yeah, comes back with a decent sort of breakfast steak for Broghini Dudestone, a heaping pile of mashed potatoes for Max Blunder.
This
You
is
guys
delicious.
require an odd amount of food.
I'm looking
It's
around.
a lot of food.
Does anybody want some of this buttery goodness?
Oh, I do. Let me get my wand in there.
Steak and potatoes. Sounds
You,
like a good combo
you
to
touch
me.
my mashed potato with that thing, and that cat's going out the window.
Don't threaten the cat.
It's
Excuse
him.
me?
He is the cat. The cat is him.
No,
Mrs.
that's not. It's
No.
an innocent. It's Mrs. Cat.
Mrs. Cat narrows her eyes at Max Blunder.
Come here, kitty. I'm just petting the kitty.
I slap Mr. Wizard's wand out of his hand and then scoop up the mash with my hand and just start piling it.
Oh my.
Yeah, because that's better.
I'll have you know that I enjoy a clean environment, and this wand is very clean.
I don't know where you put that thing.
I have a bad feeling about this cat.
Have you never witnessed the companion of a cat, Mr.
No,
Mr.
I have not. I fail to see why this is helpful at all.
Are you afraid of cats?
No, maybe.
I think he may be afraid of a kitty.
He's afraid of cats.
He's afraid of a kitty.
Makes my beard itchy.
Oh, I'm sure it does.
Hal, the innkeeper, comes back around with a plate of food for Mr. Wizard and gives Mrs. Cat a gentle pet and says, "Oh, you don't need to be afraid of cats, Mr. Dudestone. They're quite lovely company. They're good luck in some places, I hear."
All right, we'll see. I'll give it a chance.
Just don't cross her.
After all, you're staying at the Cat's Tail Inn. I mean, what more do you need?
That's true.
I proceed to
Where are we
eat
going?
my mashed
Where are we
potatoes
going?
with my wand, and it's
Let's
getting
go
all over my
shopping.
beard.
Oh, I wanted
Max,
to go
can we go
visit the
shopping
blacksmith.
today?
Can we do that?
I'd love to go shopping. I'm not gonna lie. Let me finish my mash.
Max, will you be paying for our wares today?
Well, you better be, because I paid for the adventure yesterday.
My coffers are empty, I'm afraid.
No, I
Ah,
highly doubt
That's
that,
not
Max.
true.
You're definitely just one
Ruby,
among
why don't
us.
you take a look in his pocket.
I could look in his pocket, but I know he's lying already, so I don't need to.
Well, somebody
Right.
needs to pay.
All done. Chug down some whatever grog is in front of me and then stand up, squeaky chair. Shopping time. Let's hope that they've got something good to buy.
Before you guys head out the door, Hal sees that you're stepping out for the day and says, "Oh, I mean, if you're about your leisure today in the town, I've heard a few rumors lately that well, these are local tales, you understand. But I was thinking about the egg situation, and if local tales are to be believed, there are some pretty spectacular wildfowl to be found in the hills north of town." I remember another party of adventurers came this way, and one of them went into the wilds alone and came back with a huge egg. A single egg, mind you. But it made an omelette fit for a king. It'd be quite the event to make a breakfast like that again. I'm assuming that you're shipping out with the rest of the caravan headed for Mythreach tomorrow.
Magic egg?
Now, it might be magical for all I know. It certainly made a decent omelette.
A caravan?
Yes.
To Mythreach?
Tell me more about these eggs.
Why are you stuck on the eggs?
Well, I'll tell you about the eggs first, but I have to say I confess to know very little. They're giant and blue, perhaps the size of maybe 20 eggs or more in a single shell. Quite remarkable stuff. There was a group of adventurers came through a little while ago. It must have been, I don't know, 3 months maybe, but I expect the creatures are still there. They lay some prodigious eggs up there in the hills.
I won't lie to you, group, squad. We have a new top priority, and it's a giant egg.
I thought we were going to go shopping.
Shopping
Under
first.
your coin.
On the way. On the
Do
way.
both, can't we?
There's
Okay.
plenty of shopping to be had in the town, and I mentioned, yes, you seem to be curious about the group that was leaving town. Mythreach holds a summer tournament, midsummer every year. Adventurers of your type often travel for it. I'm sorry if I was presuming too much, but I thought that you might be headed in that direction. The caravan is leaving bright and early tomorrow morning, and they often pay well for company and protection on the road from adventurers like you. So they might not even charge you to, ride the horses a little bit. They might, effectively pay your way there.
Ooh,
Guys.
protection, you say?
That could be our next job. We all want an adventure, right? Everybody's adventure.
What if we hatched the egg and
my
started our
gosh.
own farm? If we got enough eggs and bred these giant chickens, we could become the biggest egg merchants in the land.
Max,
Just
I
gonna-
really your
love
goals?
it.
Okay, I'm in.
Egg.
I know a great man that can help us with a chicken coop.
Do you have a chicken coop guy?
I got a chicken coop guy, yes.
What's his name?
The caravan
Connor?
leaves tomorrow, so why don't we go fetch an egg, do some shopping, and then toddle off to find somewhere to hatch these things?
Brilliant
At the
plan,
chicken
Max.
man's house.
Love it.
Okay.
All right, so with that, the group steps out into the street, and this is much the same as before. You guys can move around at your leisure. You can drag your tokens around where you will. Scar, you obviously have the option to control Mrs. Cat as well.
Let's head to the store.
Where is
Yeah.
everybody headed? What are you guys out to buy?
Blacksmith.
Let's just see what they have to offer first. So where should we go? General store?
Yeah.
Bro can go to the blacksmith separately if he wants. This is...
Yeah, I'm going to go do a little perusing. Feel free to join me if you want.
You guys can meet up with Bro later. So, at the general store is a robust-looking building with a market awning on the outside. There are a few dried ingredients in barrels, and inside you find shelves stocked with various practical supplies for adventurers and townsfolk alike. In world terms, these are lengths of rope and chain, blankets, parchment, lamp oil. There are jars of various alchemical catalysts and ingredients that wizards might use for spellcasting, etc., etc. In game terms, if you want to open up your books, you could reasonably expect to find anything from the adventuring gear list that appears on page 223 of the player's handbook.
He's got book pages for us.
Yes. And
Off the top of his head.
while you're looking at that, it's not off the top of my head, I have it written down. Trust me, I'm not that encyclopedic about D&D. But while you guys are having a peruse of the goods at the general store, maybe we can go over to the blacksmith and we can see a little more of Broghini Dudestone. And for that, we can actually go over to a different scene. If you'll bear with me 1 second.
Mrs. Cat, go keep an eye on Mr. Bro.
So I have set this up so hopefully everybody should be able to see Bro's character token on the screen now that I've changed the scene for everybody. So is that showing up for you guys?
Not loaded yet. There it goes.
Yep. Got it.
All right. So as Bro heads into the blacksmith, you see a plume of smoke rising from the chimney above the blacksmith, but it looks a little different to yesterday. Yesterday it was a billowing black cloud, and now it's more of a calm, hazy grey. And the inside of the forge is sweltering hot, and as you enter, you startle a human boy who's no older than 16 by the look of him. He yelps and loosens his grip on some pliers he's using to hold an item in the flames of the forge. And opposite him, the dwarf blacksmith cries out in frustration, and her hand darts into the forge, pulling back a piece of heated metal held between thumb and forefinger. She thrusts it back between the pliers and clamps her other hand over the handles. Says, "Careful, Robert, or for every customer we'll sell to, we'll lose another piece." And she shakes off her hand, but you can tell that this red-hot metal barely bothered her as she touched it. And then she turns, seeing Broghini Dudestone, and says, "Ah, a customer. Welcome to my humble shop. Blythe Goldfarrow at your service. What can a smith do for you today?"
Oh, I didn't mean to startle the boy. That's very impressive work you do here. I am just curious to see what y'all are forging up in here, because I've come in search for unique weapons, if you will. And I've seen, the normal things, obviously hand axes and swords and that, but they wouldn't perchance have anything unique that maybe not everyone has seen in their passings, would you?
As you ask this, I want you to make a perception check for me.
Okay. Forget how to do that.
Head to your character sheet. In the list of skills, perception is just under halfway down. And if you shift-click, it'll just roll it without the pop-up and everything. Yeah.
Okay.
Oh, that's unfortunate. Yes.
Not again.
And she takes advantage of him and steals his pocket.
That was a 2 for those who can't see.
Yes, yeah. Please do call out the numbers on these rolls as well. That's super helpful for people. I think you're so focused on the forge area with all of the smoke sort of rising up and the just having startled this young lad that the shopkeeper sort of directs you over to the what to you is the left-hand half of the store as you're facing in towards this counter, where there are clearly a bunch of weapons and armor and things on display, and says, "Well, if it's weapons you're after, take your pick. There's plenty of stuff here." And she kind of comes out around the counter and says, "Well, yeah, no, there's a lot of stuff here. I think a lot of it you'd find fairly ordinary in terms of, weaponry and the like. I expect you've seen plenty similar on your travels. I do, of course, specialize in things of dwarven make, but, as a kinsman yourself, I have no doubt that you'd probably understand this stuff just as well as I do."
It is an impressive assortment, but as you say, fairly common in my passings.
And
not in the market necessarily for things I've already seen, if you get my drift.
Yes. And as you're perusing the wares here, you hear the shop door move, and you sort of turn to see the source of this sound, and there's this tall human stepping across the threshold. He's a middle-aged man with a chain shirt and a suit of plate armor over the top, has a sort of rough stubble and this messy mop of dark brown hair, and barely noticing that you're in the shop at all, he says, "Oh, good morning, Miss Goldfarrow. I've a sword that needs sharpening." And as he steps a little further into the room, he sees the two of you amid conversation and sort of, oh, my apologies. I'm interrupting you with a kinsman. Should I come back later? And Blythe the blacksmith is already sort of heading over towards him, stepping around the rack of weaponry, and says, "Oh, not have you got work for me now, Sir Alwyn? We're just talking shop." And the knight sort of steps in, seeing Bro Dude, and says, "Oh, wonderful. So you're a smith too, then?"
It's ad time. Sorry.
It is ad time.
It must be other people's ad time if it's my ad time.
All right.
Mine just rolled.
We'll
Sorry.
leave them on a cliffhanger.
Just pause
Okay,
for a second.
all right. We ran
And,
out.
I keep thinking the blacksmith's just gonna swing on impulse.
It pays for the show.
Yes, and in the meantime, while people are seeing the ads, I will be able to show you guys another little handout I have for this guy.
I'm looking at all the things
How do
to
we,
buy.
when looking at this adventuring gear,
Mhm.
how do we know what's in a, I don't know, healer's kit?
Turn the page.
Cool. Sounds good.
It's my favorite bit of instruction to give, really.
Yeah.
You have to keep reading.
Can I put the net over people?
Certainly something you could try. Yeah.
Oh, look at this art.
Yes.
Look at
Thank you so
this.
much to Duty has been working on some really
He
cool
said
stuff for
Duty.
this session. Yes. They're at Kitsune is I, wherever you can find them. So
Okay.
a fantastic piece of art for this as yet unnamed stranger, although I think the blacksmith may have mentioned his name. Any other questions about the adventuring gear before we continue with this scene?
No, all good.
I'd like to buy a hat for my cat.
It's not us yet.
Oh my god.
We
Later.
can
I'm
definitely
looking for a hat.
we can definitely get you a cat hat. Yes. But yes. This knight who's just walked in has assumed that Broghini Dudestone is a smith.
Yeah.
He says, so you're a smith too, then?
Well, I don't work here, if that's what you're implying, but I have been known to dabble in some smithery.
Oh, good heavens, you're a Renaissance man. Although now I'm seeing those finely honed arms and thinking, yes, you're probably something of a fighter, are you not?
That indeed I am. I do enjoy swinging an axe from time to time.
And quite a mighty axe it is. Sorry, I very rude of me. Sir Alwyn Faraday. But the sir is entirely optional, I assure you. That honor was earned a long time ago and has long since been spent. These days I mostly train the town guard, the gate watch and the like. You happen to be looking for work?
Well, I mean, not necessarily. My party is out for looking for adventure, if you will, and we actually are planning on leaving tomorrow on an adventure ourselves.
Oh, you headed to Mythreach perhaps for the tournament?
Mythreach.
Yeah, they.
No, honestly, I didn't pay attention to the conversation. I was just gonna tag along.
Yes, no, I've had conversations like that myself. Such things are mere details to folk like you and I. And, I was headed that way myself, actually. My business here in town is mostly concluded, and they give me a little time to go and stretch my legs. Speaking of which, I confess it has been a while since I had a real test of my mettle. I don't suppose you'd be interested in perhaps sparring?
I always am up for a good fight.
I dare say you've had some experience, but I imagine in my advanced years I could teach you a thing or two. Although, forgive me, I've no real read on the lifespan of a dwarf. But to me, you look young and healthy, so I imagine we'll be pretty well matched.
Indeed. I would love to.
Very well. The practice yard should be free at this hour if you want to accompany me there.
All right, let's go.
Okay. And with a nod to the blacksmith, and he sort of drops his sword off on the counter, Alwyn gestures to the door, and the two of you leave, and he sort of walks you through town towards the practice yard where the guards train.
All right.
With that in mind, we're going to conclude this scene here, and we will revisit Brodude and Sir Alwyn a little later. But now, back in Nailbrook, or back in the rest of the town, at least, let's check in with the crew who's over at the general store. Mr. Wizard is perusing all of the animal hats, I think.
I'm in the animal section looking for a great hat.
There's definitely like a pet store sort of section of this. Yeah, there's like, you know, various, like, whether it's wizards familiars or just animals that people are bringing with them. Beastmaster rangers often kind of stop through needing treats for a bear or a wolf or something like that. So a cat should be, you know, something they can accommodate, yes. What is everybody else looking for? Does anyone else have anything on the shopping list already that I can help you with?
I'm looking at fine clothes. Ruby saw some really nice clothes and she really wants them.
Okay, so that'll run you 15 gold pieces according to this. Is that something Ruby wants to cash in?
Ruby wants to buy.
Fantastic.
Can we pretend it's a really nice dress?
Oh, we absolutely can, yeah. How do Mr. Wizard and Max react to Ruby walking around with sort of a dress over one arm, being like, I will have this?
Seems
I'm
expensive.
not paying any attention at all. I am currently perusing a little glass cabinet with some holy symbols in it, and I'm looking very intently in it.
Interesting, okay.
I look over at Ruby. Ruby!
Wizard! Dress!
you-
Look!
Oh, great. That looks fantastic. Ruby, would you mind spotting me 5 gold?
Yes, I would mind. Max has all our gold.
Oh, that's right. Carry on.
Thanks.
My
Max,
ears
what you
pricked
looking
up.
at?
I just pricked my ears pricked up. You're our gold. Sorry. What?
Yeah, our gold.
Yes, Max, you'll be purchasing a hat for a cat.
I turn to the general store person and
Proprietor,
say,
yeah.
proprietor, I'll have 2 potions of healing, please.
Right you are, yes, absolutely. Anything else I can help you
Really
find?
expensive. I told you we had all the money.
So potions of healing are 50 gold each, so that'll be 100 gold total.
Mm-hmm.
And a hat for a cat.
Do us a deal on the hat for the cat. Sure. Why have you got hats for a cat?
Listen, a lot of folk come through town. Everyone has all sorts of needs, and I'm here to cater to those. I saw you perusing the holy symbols. Any inclination towards the spellcasting arts?
Yeah, it's strange that you have my symbol in here. And I was just curious how much these are.
Oh, I'm surprised you don't have one already. If you're, you're already one of the clerical sorts.
Yes, I'm wondering why specifically mine is here. Doesn't hurt to have another.
Which is it?
The paintbrush.
Oh yes. Oh yeah. The symbol of Bros. Yeah. No, that's fairly common. I mean, the arts and entertainment often appeal to folk of a clerical sort. Generally, sort of healing through laughter. You know, that sort of thing. Yeah.
Well, I have an amulet, but this one's an emblem.
Right, you are. Well, if you want the paintbrush amulet, that'll be it's 5 gold pieces. Pretty standard going rate for a holy symbol of that sort.
He has so much money.
How much money do you have, Mr. Blumber?
You can have 10 gold each.
Oh, it's a generous.
Really? That might be the
10.
nicest thing he's ever done.
Considering how much gold I think Max has, he's handing out pocket money at this stage. But yes, if you want to subtract 20 gold from your inventory, if anyone needs
I'll
a
throw
reminder
them
on
the
how to do
coin.
that.
Yeah, I got it.
I'm just going to make it what I would spend on the dress.
Sure thing.
Okay.
I noticed we could buy an airship.
What? Wait, what?
What?
No,
There's
not
a sign
something-
over here. There's a book here talking about it's an airship salesman
Do
here.
you see an airship round here, wizard?
I don't think even the folks at the Carriage Works have that kind of technology on display. You'd rather consult the gnomish artificers at Mythreach for that kind of thing.
Are you done shopping, Max?
It's,
Can I?
2 health potions, 1 holy symbol, 105 gold pieces so far.
And the cat hat.
And the hat, I think we can. Honestly, we've had a hard time moving them from the shelves. We can throw that one in for free. The dress, however, 15 gold.
Here you go.
I want a jug.
When it says emblem, it says born on fabric. Is this something I can like put on my cape or something?
It'd be like a patch of some kind, yeah, I guess, or like some sort of design that you could stitch into something. Or alternatively, it says on a shield. So yeah, you could like
I don't
emblazon
think
it
I
on
have
a
a
shield.
shield.
But no, no, you do. I'm pretty sure you do.
Do I? Really?
Yeah. Yeah, it's in
Oh,
there.
I
It's
do.
in your inventory.
Oh, sick. I might put it on my shield. I love the fact that it could be a shield or fabric. Like those two are interchangeable.
Yeah. I mean, it's. I feel like it's. Imagine like the difference between like an iron-on patch or like a vinyl decal is sort of the difference. I think.
All right. I'll take the emblem.
Right, you are. Yes. Then that'll be 5 gold.
That's 105 for me with the 2.
Yes. And
So I've
15
got
for the dress, and we're throwing in a little beanie for the cat.
I have now 6 gold to my name.
It's my first dress. This is so exciting. I'm not going to put it on yet because we're going after eggs and I can't risk it.
What kind of hat does Mrs. Cat have, Scar? I said a beanie. I was mostly joking. What's?
I apologize. I was muted. Our good friend George is tending to his lawn. Grass for you, magical folk. I think it's a. I think the hat is like a witch's hat, kind of like spirally.
Love it. Yes. Yeah. No. Perfect. And
Mr. Wizard would also like a crowbar.
Okay. Cool.
Of all of the wizard things on this list.
Yeah. So that's an
Did
additional.
you read the list, Scar? Did you see how many useful things there could be?
Could you tell me, because I think I lost the page a while back.
223. I do love the fact that Mr. Wizard just wants a crowbar. I think that's perfect.
Insane.
The shopkeeper says, all this talk of airships has got my mind racing, I tell you. Should I go into the airship business? Is that really something that folk
They
like
do
you
seem
often
in
come through?
more demand than cat hats, or actually in the same demand from the same man.
Well, yes, you seem like quite a unique customer, but, I've had many folk
I
through
wouldn't
these
get
doors.
into any business based on him. He's a bit like the wind. Comes and
Mr.
goes.
Blubber, if you recommend any other objects, I quite enjoy this crowbar. Could you imagine the places we could get into with it? Or if there's an evil toad appears, we could squash it on its head.
A crowbar
Well-
won you 2 gold, by the way.
How much gold have you got, Scar?
I have. Is it 25? Yeah, I have 25 gold.
You should buy a lamp because you're always blind.
Oh, I just cast Mr. Blunder as a
That's true,
light
you
of
could
our
just get it.
lives.
There's well, there's I don't know how useful it is, but there's arcane focuses.
I'm going to stick to
Picks,
the
what are they?
crowbar.
Mr. Wizard does have his arcane focus. He's got his wand. I think that's
okay.
what he's using to cast the spells.
Right.
He did drop it on the floor.
but when he's able to pick it up again, I think that's Max batting it out of your hand. I think it automatically returns to Mr. Wizard's hand every so often, like a lightsaber using the Force.
Should we buy something for the small man?
No, he's got his own gold.
I'll get it. Right, and one map, please.
Oh, you want
Can
a
he
map?
read it?
Map of the realm. Right, that'll be a single gold piece.
There we are. Right, down to 5. Right, we're done here. This is for food. Do we need to add this to our inventory, or are you going to do that?
I will do that for you. So, to recap, we have 2 potions of healing going to Max. Let me quickly find that in potion. There we go. We've got 2 of them. 1, 2. Great. We have a map.
When it says 2d4,
Yes.
is that 2 times your dice plus 4?
D4 is the 4-sided dice. So
It looks
you-
like it
but
would hurt.
2 of those.
2 of those, basically, yeah.
So
So
it could-
maximum 8.
And lowest 2. Plus
Yeah.
2, it says. Okay, so the
Yeah,
lowest
plus
it could
2,
be
so-
is 4.
Yes.
Okay.
And
And
the
the
highest
maximum
would
it
be
could be is 12. Okay.
Yeah.
12. Yeah, 10, yeah. Okay,
All right.
that makes sense. I think potion of healing is a good idea.
I'm so happy with my dress. It's lovely. Can I go to the jeweler?
You can. Bear with me 1 second while I drop some fine clothes into Ruby's inventory.
I'm not going to wear them yet. They'll get all
There we
dirty
go.
in the egg hunt.
And then, yeah, that's Ruby taken care of. Mr. Wizard wanted a hat for the cat. I think we'll just add that as flavor. Am I missing anything else? The crowbar. You wanted the crowbar as well.
The crowbar.
I love the crowbar so much. It's
And then I've added the emblem on my shield, but I don't know if that is just
yeah.
flavor.
Again, we'll just kind of flavor that in. But yeah, good that you have a holy symbol on your shield. That's very, very nice. Okay, fantastic. So Ruby splits off from the party and heads to the jailer. The jeweler. Sorry, the
Very
jeweler,
different.
the jailer. Yeah. So yeah, I think Broghini Dudestone has already left the blacksmith. So at this point, Bro is sort of out of the picture. We'll kind of put you over there for the moment. And yeah, Ruby, you head on into the jeweler. It's the same gnomish shopkeep who you met previously. It says, oh, it's you again. Hello. Welcome back.
Hello! Ruby sort of skips inside and lays a garnet on the desk. How much would you pay for something like this?
Oh, my words. I think, yeah, flawless. Look at that. And, yeah, she takes out, like, the little jeweler's loop and starts kind of examining it for any flaws and everything. It's like, no, that's quite well cut as well. Don't see many of these too often. I think I'd give you 100 gold for it.
100 gold. I don't know anything about gems, but that sounds like a lot of gold. Deal.
Fantastic. All right. Happy to take it off your hands. And she writes you up a little like receipt for it, basically, and yeah, counts out 100 gold in like a little pouch and hands that over to you. So feel free to add that to your inventory, and we'll remove the garnet.
Nice.
Am I
Okay,
right to
back
kind of
outside.
trail? Am I able to like trail behind and just interrupt?
Max, as you head out to the river, as you're sort of walking along the river, you hear from just beyond the wall, just kind of like down where the level of the river is probably like a little bit lower. There's like a 6-foot wall and then the river. You hear a distant quack.
Oh, but like by under the bridge, or
Sort of, yeah, a little bit further back down the path, you sort of hear this sort of echoing like.
okay, I sort of turn and immediately lock eyes with a rather strange-looking duck.
Yes. I will drag the duck into play here. Give me 1 second. There he is.
Oh.
Once again, thank you to Duty for this incredible illustration.
I sort of put my arms over the wall, look this duck straight in the eye, and say, "What do you want?"
The duck flaps its wing in a way that looks kind of like beckoning.
In which direction?
Like towards the other side of the bank, like over here, and it starts to kind of like flap a little bit, like gets the wings going.
Familiar with the importance of this animal, I'm gonna just turn and say, "Be back in a minute," and head over to the duck.
The duck meets you on the path, sort of about here,
Okay.
winks at you, which is weird for a bird. You can't really see the other eye, so it sort of turns and does this, and you sort of assume that the other eye is still open, and waddles off on this path up this way.
And obviously I stride quite quickly behind it because it is a duck and it is waddling very, like, as best it can.
Yes. I think occasionally it sort of feels you sort of getting up too close behind it and like picks up the pace and like flaps a little bit. And it hops.
I'm like trying to pet it as well. I'm like trying to touch it and doesn't like it.
It hops past the tree, past this little lamppost, and then heads up towards an area that you see quite clearly is some sort of temple. There's a statue outside, a sort of non-denominational temple, and there's a cat sort of curled up by the statue, and the doors of the temple are wide open, and inside you can see a dragonborn cleric is just kind of going about attending to something on the inside. The duck sort of looks at you and goes, "Wah."
Whack you are. All right. And then I sort of move up in front of the temple, take a look inside, take a look up at the building. I turn back to the duck and sort of point inside through the door and sort of just asking the question in a way that the duck understands.
It kind of goes. It like bobs its head.
All right, I'll play your game, and I'll go inside.
Right, inside the temple, there's this brass-scaled dragonborn, sort of tall, heavy-set, very lizard-like features. Has these blue robes that kind of accent his scales, and he's sort of carefully pouring water from a copper bucket into a basin at the foot of one of these shrines. The floor is this lovely polished stone. There are carved pillars, and in between each of these pillars is a shrine to some deity or other. The more generous gods even share a space. And so you maybe recognize a couple of the pantheon here, but the Dragonborn sort of spots you walking in and says, "Oh, welcome, traveler. If you have a need to rest and take a moment in contemplation or make an offering to the gods, the house gladly receives you. But, I see the emblem of Bros upon your shield. Welcome, brother."
Ah, you recognize my symbol?
Indeed. As attendant to this temple, I know many of the various gods of the realm.
Well, Bros often is second to some of the more aggressive or wealthy gods, shall we say. Not many give much to the arts.
Oh, well, yes, well, there's... Such is the way of these things. The gods are patrons of various people. The downtrodden deserve just as much faith as the mighty. And indeed, we cannot all be Freya the War Maiden, or Otar the Promised, or even the great Bahamut whom I serve, but there are, of course, many gods and many, many people throughout this world.
Well, I'll be completely honest with you. Although I display incredible connection to my god, it's rather reluctantly, and I have been rather led here. Do you have any statue to Bros, or any kind of imagery?
Oh yes, the brush and palette should be just around here in this corner. and he sort of points you towards an alcove where, carved in the stone of the sort of alcove, is this sort of paintbrush brushing a shape onto this palette, and this one has been adorned with some various colors, and there is something about these brush strokes that I think this is something that maybe Rufus would have taught you in your early studies, is that the theologians, the various sort of religious scholars, have always argued over whether there's a shape in the center of this palette that looks like either a rabbit or a duck. And this is part of like a schism in the followers of Bros for a while. Nobody could decide whether it was the rabbit or whether it was the duck. But, eventually it was all sort of patched up and everyone sort of decided they were arguing over very little. But, the palette and brush is quite often the symbol of Bros in shrines such as this.
Okay, so I'm going to go and have a look at these brush strokes, sort of squint. Am I making anything out here?
Roll an investigation check for me, please.
Okay, let me find that. Investigation. Oh, I've got good investigation. Let's see if that actually pays off. It's not too bad, I guess. 14.
Yeah, with a 14, I think, you're definitely on the duck side of things, which makes your new companion slightly more curious as a factor. But yeah, there's something about like the shade of green that looks very similar to the sort of mallard green head that the duck has, and there's a flash of blue that looks like the blue sort of tint to the sort of patch on some of its feathers. And yeah, is there anything in particular that you're looking for in communing with the holy symbol of Bros?
Well, I guess I could be looking for some guidance, because I'm feeling a little lost. How would I go about doing something like that?
Well, yeah, no, you sort of take a moment in silence and reach out to try and touch whatever the divine sense that Rufus was always trying to instill in you. And it's odd. You feel a pull back towards the doorway, but when you turn and look through the doorway, the duck is just sort of standing there, like idly kind of scratching at the ground outside the temple doors.
This confuses me, because normally the duck leads me somewhere and then goes off somewhere. So the fact that he's still here means there's unfinished business.
Yeah, I think Max feels that quite clearly, that there is something else that this duck wants.
So I'm going to look at the duck and just be... Because I hate all this imagery. Like, Maximo is quite impatient. And he just goes, "What do you want? Whack!"
Quack.
The Dragonborn attendant sort of looks around and goes, "I'm sorry, you're talking to me?"
No, you see the duck. Do you see the duck?
Yes, strange animal. Surprised the cat hasn't chased it off. What's it doing out there?
That's my duck. Look, mind your own business for a second. Duck, what do you want?
The duck sort of, again, like, makes a wah, 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 wah kind of noise and, like, flaps its wings a little bit. But it starts to walk off up the path in this direction.
Oh, blimey. Right,
Yeah, so
I'm sort of going to talk to the Dragonborn for a second and just be like, that's a sign for me to leave, isn't it?
If it is a sign you seek, then perhaps you have been given it, yes. But if you need my counsel at any other point, please feel free to stop by the temple. My doors are always open to others of the clerical arts.
I'll tell you what this interaction has given me, is I need to learn how to talk to animals as soon as humanly possible, because I am sick of hearing that duck quack at me when I could just understand it.
Are you following the duck?
Waddling, I'm following the duck.
You're waddling out behind it. The duck continues up the path towards the river, and for a second you think maybe it's just gonna like jump back into the river and swim off, but it actually continues on this path that leads north.
I wave over to Ruby and be like, "Don't worry, just following a duck."
Wizard, should we get him?
Do you want the cat to kill the duck?
Keep your cat away from me.
Do you need help?
Not yet.
Oh, it's
And I
okay,
think
Mrs. Cat, you can eat the duck later.
It is ad time soon.
Yes, with Max
Again?
following this duck away, I think we'll run some ads and then we'll check back in with Broghini Dudestone as he spars with Sir Alwyn Faraday.
I have a hard time with that duck's face. That is the funniest looking duck.
It's
It's like
absolutely
angry
incredible.
but funny at the same time. It's
Yeah, I have some fun stuff. There is let me just say there is more than one duck drawing, so I'm looking forward to revealing the other duck drawing at another point during this. But in the
I
meantime,
don't really know what to do with the ducks. I wish I could speak with animals.
in the meantime, I can show you the full image of the duck again. So anyone who
Wow.
hasn't caught this already, beautifully
Oh,
rendered
wow.
duck.
Wow.
That's a great duck.
I might go and visit Little Boy's room if that's okay.
Oh, please do. Yes, if anyone needs to take a break, go
That's
for
a
it.
good idea, actually. That will be
It's
our beat
both
as well.
angry and whimsical at the same time.
Yeah,
That's a good duck.
the duck truly like runs the gamut.
It does.
Perfect. All right. While Impulse is off, I will set up the next scene. Hope everyone's enjoying a little bit of domestic D&D because it's fighting time.
Ooh.
I'm enjoying our little between episode gear getting.
Yeah. This it's always nice to do an episode like this where there's a little bit of downtime before we really hit the gas. And speaking of which, they did mention that there was a Carriage works in town if Mr. Wizard is interested in acquiring a land vehicle.
I would love to.
So maybe we'll head back over to Ruby and Mr. Wizard after this, and then we'll see what mystery Max has with this duck that he is now obediently following.
I had no ideas for the cat, so I really had to.
Oh, no,
I had
no.
to dig on that one.
No,
I
I
should have thought about the cat ahead of time, but I didn't.
I feel like everyone knows your cats so well at this point that I think a lot of people were assuming that one of the cats was going to be like your cat, but then
I decided to go in a different direction within a millisecond.
Yeah, and
of thinking. I was like,
I think that's lovely. I think Mr. Wizard
Yeah.
having like his own character, Mrs. Cat being her own character is also just wonderful. So fully
and
support.
Tiger Eye's my favorite rock, so it's like I don't know. I think that
They
goes
are
with it.
very pretty, yeah. So I think that's it's almost nice that she's got like the Jeb sheep kind of quality where like the color changes a little bit as you're looking at it.
Yeah.
Kind of thing.
And now a hat.
Yeah, and now a hat, and now a little witch hat. So happy. So
I'm gonna get a
happy.
little backpack for it next.
Like, did you ever play? Is it called Stray? The game where you're like a cat walking around like
Oh, yeah.
like a robot society,
that one.
and like the cat gets a backpack put on it, and it's so miserable for like a minute.
Never. Chad had tried to get me to play that for years, and I still haven't played it.
It's a cute one. I've watched it played. I haven't played it myself, but yeah, really really cute game. All right. Grian returns. Are the ads done? Are we ready to go?
Yeah.
Yeah.
All right.
Got an
Well,
hour runway now without ads.
We are picking up
I have
with
30 minutes.
I did a
pick-
2-minute ad to give me some more runway.
Yeah, how do I
Nice.
do that? I'll figure it out.
So, back with Broghini Dudestone. Sir Alwyn takes you to a wide open-air practice yard. There are sort of rough flagstones, but sawdust covering the floor, and racks of wooden weapons against one wall. And so he's going to head over here to where the weapons are stowed, and yeah, picking up a wooden longsword from this rack over here. He says, well, I've no intent to test the sharpness of your axe, Master Dudestone, nor do I want to send you to the healer, so we'll spar with some of these wooden weapons. That way we can hope to only come away with bruises. Find one with a weight that suits you.
All right, sounds good. I'll go over here and I will take a look.
And
What do we have in here?
he wanders into the center of the yard and just sort of casually waits for you to take up a fighting stance with whatever suits you. Yeah, there are a few like wooden great axes. You pick one up, sort of heft it, and the weight feels unusual, but like it's close enough to the weapon that you currently wield.
All right, I suppose this will do.
All right. I actually have a couple of wooden swords made up that we are going to use for the combat. So I'm going to drag that into your inventory, and I'll take the liberty of quickly equipping that for you. This is only going to do 1d4 damage instead of 1d12, mostly because I don't want you to actually kill this guy. But yeah, he is going to equip a wooden longsword.
Okay.
Creating an ice cream cone of
It's not my segment.
He's got a cornetto, bless him.
Sorry, am I distracting? I'll just go.
No, you're good. You're good.
Not at all, not at
No,
all.
it just caught me off guard. That was so funny.
I was just wondering what Scott was laughing about.
All right, and having created an encounter, we're going to roll initiative.
Okay.
So I'll roll that for Alwyn. Oh, he got a 16.
All right.
You remember where to find initiative?
I gotta remember. Is that the INT at the top?
It's the initiative is
Oh, it's
underneath
that.
your armor
Okay.
class. Yeah, it's right
All
there.
I got it. I got it. Here we go. Rolling a. I thought it was gonna be a 1 again.
Oh,
13, and it turns to be +2, 15.
for a total of 15. So he goes just before you. But yeah, he's going to say, well, now's the time as good as any. How about you? And he swings at you with his wooden longswords. Oh, and he critically fails. Oh my goodness. I will reveal that to everybody so you can see it in the chat as well. But yeah, he steps up and stumbles on the courtyard. Just like a flagstone kind of catches him off balance,
Wow.
and he stumbles into you. And my apologies, I didn't mean to rush at you quite that well. Oh my goodness. Well, I've left myself open to attack. You better press the advantage. And we will move that over to your turn.
All right. And now if I go to my Great Axe Wooden, that's the one I'm
That's
using
the one.
now.
Yep.
All right, we'll give that a go. And I have an 18
Ooh.
plus 3 plus 2, a 23.
23 definitely hits. So go ahead and roll damage for your Great Axe. It should be in the little chat bubble above.
Where
the,
is my chat? I'm struggling. Okay. Here we go. Damage. Normal. Oh. All right.
Okay, so he takes 4 damage as you take advantage of his stumble and strike back. He says, "Oh, yes. No. Oh, I felt that. I felt that, Master Dwarf. Very, very good."
Yeah, thank you. I've been through lots of training in my day. I was ready for this.
Aye, you certainly come at me with plenty of force, I'll give you that. But sometimes just rushing down your opponent what do? What if they can overpower you? The trick is to plant your feet right. Some evasive footwork often makes the difference between leaving yourself open and getting away. And he steps in, closes the gap between you, and swings again. This time he rolls a 13. Does a 13 hit your armor? That's the big number underneath your character portrait.
16. Not
16.
quite.
Okay, right. He's kind of swings low, but you're already down there and you're ready to block the swing. And he says, "Oh, I can see this is certainly going to be quite the meeting, right? I believe it's your move then."
All right. I mean, it was a brilliant move, but I was ready for it. So here we go. Let's see what I've got this time. And I roll an 18.
All right. Go ahead and roll damage.
Ooh, coming at you strong this time, buddy.
That's a 7. In response, he's going to parry. So he's going to roll one of his superiority dice, and he parries for 7. So if I go ahead and reveal this to you, he's using an ability that, like, just as you think you're about to land this blow, he swipes it away with his sword and stands back up at his full height and says, "Ha! You see, that's the thing you need to remember. Footwork. I was ready for that blow as it came in low. I brought myself down to where you were about to swing, and I was able to counter. Tactics sometimes are more important than the brute force that you're clearly very good at."
I much enjoyed that. I feel like I'm learning something new today.
There you go. And as I said, evasive footwork will often make the difference between a strike well made and a chance to get away again. And he's going to swing at you once again with the wooden longswords. And as he does so, he's going to use evasive footwork as well. And so with that, he is able to spend another one of his bonus dice and disengages. So he swings, he misses you, but as he does so, he's able to clear the distance between you. You, like, move up to block his swing, and he's already gone maybe, like, 15 feet away from you. And he says, there you go, see? It can make a difference, you know? It's just it's about the feet as much as it is about the sword arm. You get a chance to strike, but it's also a chance to create space and prepare for an attack.
Very clever, Sir Elman.
I can definitely teach you a thing or two, it seems. Brute force isn't always the answer.
Well, it's always worked for me in the past, but I suppose I have come close to death a few times, and some extra footwork may have come in handy. Much appreciate these lessons today.
Well, I think we've more to teach each other, so bring it on. And he readies his sword.
I'll come at him again with my great axe wooden. And this time, 21.
Oh.
Very strong today. Let's see how much we can hit for. All right, 5.
21 is good. You make it under his guard, and you can tell that he was ready for another strike, but you surprise him. You feint at the last second and go in with the wooden great axe. You clatter him in the ribs, and he kind of doubles over, half laughing and half in a little bit of shock and winded, and he goes, oh, goodness me, have mercy on an old man.
Yeah, never underestimate the power of brute force.
Aye, certainly. I won't underestimate it anymore. My turn, I think. And he steps back in, clears the distance between the two of you, and is going to take another quick swing. And this time, will he land? Oh my gosh, this guy is crit failing. Oh my gosh, I think you have winded him, and he sort of he takes a couple of steps towards you, and then sort of holds out a hand and says,
"Isn't this guy supposed to be schooling him?"
Yes, he says, "Oh." Perhaps my better fighting days are behind me, but I'm glad you're learning, because you could certainly be a better fighter than I before long.
Well, what you lack in physicality today, you definitely make up for in the mind. So, no need to be so hard on yourself.
Oh, I was always more of a tactician than I was a warrior, but that's how I end up being a teacher, I suppose. And I think the two of you maybe take a short break. He catches his breath a little bit, and some good-natured sparring continues as we move back to town to check in with what Ruby and Mr. Wizard are up to. We find
Wizard?
Ruby having just visited the jeweler, and Mr. Wizard and Mrs. Cat enjoying the sound of the river.
Mrs. Cat just fished out a fish.
That's very impressive, kitty. Wizard, I have a lot of money now, but Max is chasing after a duck, and I'm kind of worried about it.
I did see him chasing a duck. I told him Mrs. Kitty would have taken it down, but he didn't bite on that.
Should we sneakily follow, or do you have something else you need to do?
I'd like to buy an airship.
Oh, okay. What about maybe they have like carriages, right? Around, probably?
Do they have a carriage salesman around here?
I think so.
Mr. Wizard, make a perception check for me, please.
Okay. Yes. Oh, actually click the right one. It's a normal, correct?
That'd be a normal roll, yes.
Okay, here we go. I'm rolling. A 13.
For 17 total, very good. Yeah, you have seen a Carriage Works in town, the kind of place that would specialize in the fashioning of carriages, carts, and land vehicles of various sorts.
I see it. Ruby,
Yes, wizard.
use your little legs. We're going on an adventure.
Okay.
It's this way. I can sense a carriage at 1,000 clicks.
Is it? Okay.
Clicks.
Yeah.
So south of the Cat's Tail Inn, Mr. Wizard makes
Oops,
a
I'm
beeline.
going the wrong
Max will be
way.
fine with
Sorry.
those, right? Max will be fine.
Oh,
Wings
it's
him
just
up.
a duck. He can handle himself with a duck.
Yeah, he would say something if he wanted us to come with us, right?
He would scream.
Okay.
So Mr. Wizard, Ruby, and Mrs. Cat all make their way over to the Carriage Works, which is honestly one of the nicest buildings in this region of town. It is this fine-looking civic building. It has this porch lined with pillars in like a colonnade, and there's this sturdy wooden cart wheel suspended in the middle, which I think Mr. Wizard would notice as a wheel of pretty excellent quality.
As an expert on all things wheels, this is a great place, Ruby. Probably owned by Mr. Cogsworth himself, if I wasn't mistaken.
Cogsworth?
Oh yes, great carriage salesman.
Have you owned a carriage before?
Yes, at one time I did.
And
It's at the
what
bottom of
happened
the
with it?
Great Lake.
Oh. I'm sure that won't happen a second time. Go on.
Well,
get your
that's actually
carriage.
my fourth. The other one's down in the river, and the other one's down a volcano, and one got launched into the outer realm above us.
Are you sure you want a carriage?
Oh, I'd love a new one.
Okay.
Is Ruby
Knock,
going
knock,
to,
anybody home?
Is Ruby going to accompany Mr. Wizard into the Carriage
I'll
Works?
accompany the wizard.
Okay, wonderful. In that case, we'll move you over to the Carriage Works, and I'll make sure to add Ruby and Mrs. Cat into the scene. So the inside of the Carriage Works is just as grand as the outside. There's this lovely tile floor as you enter, and a massive emblem embedded into the floor of various like cogs and cart wheels and various logo of the Carriage Works here at Nailbrook. There are various attendants. One of them sort of steps out from behind this desk and comes to greet you as you enter. It says, "Oh, hello, welcome to the Carriage Works. My name is Pillsbury. I'm the coach master here. What do we owe the pleasure of your visit?"
Oh, I knew a Pillsbury in another realm. Oh, he was a funny fellow if you pinched him in the stomach. Anyway, we are here and inquiring of a great carriage. We need a carriage that can carry both a stout man, a man who likes to do backflips, a cat, and this little lady over here. Wonderful person. Yes. Do you have
we get
such
the
a
red one?
beautiful... Ooh.
And you see, further in, there are lots of carriages on display, sort of on various trestles and stands, as though sort of trophies have been arranged. The finest carriages that the Carriage Works offers commercially. And Pillsbury says, "Well, yes, these are our standard models. There's a slightly sturdier iron version, of course, but much heavier, more for carrying loads from the mines and that sort of thing. But for personnel transport, of course, these are they'll do for people much as they will do for supplies and the like. But we various covered wagons as well, if you'd like to step through to the workshop."
Oh, I'd love to see your covered wagons. Now, what kind of wood are we working with today?
Only the finest oak from the
Oh, courtesan or strip sawn? Or plain sawn?
There's a courtesan here and there, and we have a little Nailbrook pine from up in the hills as well.
You mixed pine with oak?
Oh, we never mix.
What do you
No,
think?
no,
I'm
no.
a fool? I'll only take
No.
a solid oak.
Of course not. The pine is its own model, you see. The Nailbrook pine is quite sturdy, we have found. When treated well, of course, with the right stain and everything applied to it, it's very, very hard-wearing on these roads, especially with the Northern Pass obviously being the majority of the travel from here. You are ushered around the showroom. There's a sort
Ruby?
of step into my office kind of moment.
Ruby, don't let him trick you. Pine is not a sturdy wood. We're looking for courtesan white oak. We'll take nothing less.
Do you have enough money for this?
You'll see me work my magic.
And
Right.
Ruby sort of follows along as Mr. Wizard is brought around, and some wheeling and dealing happens. But yeah, various models of cart are shown to you. There are some with like cover and half cover and like a sheltered spot for the rider, and the attendant is very keen to show you all of the carriages under construction and the sort of various teams of artisans like gnomish and human all sort of working on the various bits and fastenings and tinkerings that happen with some of the sturdier carriages. And eventually Pillsbury says, well, if you'd like to step through to our office here, I can talk you through a list of prices if you're interested in purchasing one.
Of course. I'd love to get a turret on top of these. Put a nice big crossbow on top. Oh, it'd be wonderful.
Well, I think a crossbow would certainly be. Are you looking for siege weaponry? Perhaps you've come to
He's
somewhat
kidding.
the wrong
He's
place.
just a carriage.
Right you are. I'm not familiar with this. Forgive me. I take this so seriously often when
He's got a strange sense of humor, this wizard, but he does want a carriage.
Oh, what a great carriage.
Well,
I want a
absolutely.
carriage when people see us coming, they take note.
Well, absolutely. Well, then you'd probably want a covered wagon. It certainly makes a good impression. You can do what you want with designs on the tarpaulin and so forth.
I don't like getting wet, so a covered wagon is a must.
Absolutely, and certainly has enough load to carry your companions. As you said, you were traveling with many, not just the young lady here and the. Where's the cat got to?
I don't know where Mrs. Cat has gone to. I even had two other companions that are gone, and apparently there was a duck involved at one point.
Well,
We're quite the party.
sounds like you keep some interesting company. Well, let me talk you through our price list. A covered wagon would be the standard model would be 45 gold pieces, 55 if you want the deluxe model.
Of course.
That comes with all of the extra trimmings, and we can embroider whatever design you wish upon the side and everything. Then you'll be after some sort of pack beast to drive it, presuming your cat is perhaps a little small for the job. A donkey or a mule would cost you 8 gold pieces. A draft horse would certainly be a more sturdy beast, but would cost you a good deal more, something in the range of 50 gold pieces. And then there's bits and bridles and a pack saddle for the beast, of course. So you're looking at somewhere in the range of 100 to 105 gold pieces if you want a draft horse and the deluxe model cart.
Oh, we want the deluxe model and the draft horse, of course, and maybe throw in a cat scratching post in the back.
Oh, well, I'm sure we have some odds and ends of wood that will no doubt amuse the cat. Yes. That'll be so 105 if you're willing to sign that off. We'd be happy to furnish you with a cart. When do you need it for?
We need it immediately.
We need it for tomorrow.
Oh, for tomorrow. Oh, you must be leaving with the Mythreach caravan, right? Well,
Yes.
yes. No, we can.
Yeah, sort
certainly
about an
do that.
egg. We're on a quest for an egg or something, a duck egg or
We're
something.
going to Mythreach.
All right, you are. Well, yes, no, this will be an eye-catching caravan on your travels, I'm sure. And he starts sort of drafting up various ledgers and things.
Hold on. Since this is such an important deal, and we're going on such an important mission, couldn't you strike a deal for us?
Oh,
Can
well,
I do any can I roll anything to get like a super deal?
You can certainly try and make a persuasion check. What are you trying to throw in? Like, how are you sweetening the pot for this deal?
It's a good question. I want to get this for nearly free.
That's gonna be a pretty high roll. But yeah, like how are you trying to persuade Pillsbury that he should give you this
We
wagon?
did save the town, Scar. Use that.
Yep, good, yep. Okay, I'll do the towns, and we saved the town from the fever chills and the horse. So I could, it could be paying us back for all the deeds that we did for the town.
All right. So yeah, you start to explain this. As you're explaining that you're actually the saviors of the town. Roll me a persuasion check, please.
Okay, persuasion. Oh wait, wait. Where is it? Oh, persuasion. Oh my god, I had my key on it. Okay, normal roll. Okay, throw on that. Oh dear.
Oh,
That's an 8.
an 8. Yeah. He says, "Well, this all sounds like quite the tall tale. To be honest with you, and you know, I admit that there is some ring of truth to it. We all had these sort of odd dreams and feverish feelings, but it's just a passing fancy. These things sweep through the town. No. I couldn't possibly allow that to factor into this. I mean, I've a business to run here, you understand, and yes, frankly, I think there's very little else I can do. If you don't have the coin, I'm afraid we can't offer it for anything less. Unless you want to downgrade the covered wagon, at which point you'd be paying maybe 10 gold fewer, so something in the region of 95, perhaps."
What if I threw in a fine dress? Ruby, hand over your dress.
No, what? That's not part of the...
I'm
Absolutely not.
I'm certainly not going to barter for the young lady's dress. This is not that kind of establishment. Please, show some decency in this place. This is a house of heritage.
Well, oh jeez, oh golly gee, how much money do we have with the pair of us? Oh golly.
Wizard, I am not contributing to this wagon dream.
I only have 25 gold.
Why did we come here?
That'll barely buy you a donkey in these parts, I'm afraid. Although an open cart I could let go for maybe 15 gold, and perhaps you could find somebody to sell. No, I think maybe we have a mule that we can let go for 8 gold, so that would come to 23 total.
Wizard.
Yes?
What if we go follow Max up into the woods and we go get those eggs? Maybe the eggs will sell for gold if they're really big eggs. And then you could afford the wagon.
That's a great plan. That's a great plan. I quickly turn just for fun and I poke Pillsbury in the stomach and he goes, hoo-hoo, and then we off.
Any more persuasion checks against Pillsbury will now be rolled with disadvantage, and you guys head out of the carriage works. All right, we are going
Thank you, Pills guy.
Well, I shall keep this paperwork on hold in case you return for later.
We will.
And you guys make your way out of the carriage works.
Why'd you poke it?
It's a Pillsbury Doughboy thing, and it's such a weird reference to people from the UK who don't get it. So Max, we're gonna head over to Max, because the duck leads you out of town, and you head up through this forest, sort of obediently following this duck as it sort of goes. It's sort of hopping from rock to rock and occasionally kind of fluttering up into the trees.
Does a backflip?
It might occasionally do a backflip. I'm gonna pause here for a second.
We do have an ad soon.
Yes. I will get through this bit of description and then we'll resolve what happens next. But after you've been walking for about maybe 30 minutes or so, you're sort of outside of town. You can distantly see the town wall. You start to see like a couple of little rubbly structures by the side of the path, and there are these statues, some of which seem to be kind of like pointing in the direction that the duck seems to want you to go. And after maybe 10-15 minutes more walking on this sort of rough forest path, it widens into a clearing where there are actually a few overgrown flagstones sunk into the ground. There are these like weeds and brambles growing up from them, and there are a few standing stones, a few large slabs that look like they've fallen. They're perhaps the pillars of some sort of disused shrine. And a few more of these statues are posed nearby, and a lot of them look kind of quite detailed in their carvings. They have sort of simple clothing, like common folk. And amid this pile of rubble in the center of this glade is a massive tangle of twigs and shrubbery laid in the fashion of an enormous bird's nest. And from where you're standing, you can just about make out the rounded edge of a large blue-grey egg, speckled with spots of brown. And I think we'll run the ad there.
All right.
Is anybody else's forest not loaded?
Mine loaded.
Oh, mine loaded. It took a minute, but it did
It
load.
did take a little bit.
Mine is still not.
I definitely am gonna not admit that I ran ads as soon as we go into the forest.
Oh yeah, no worries.
Oh,
no worries.
no.
Love you guys. Sorry. It is what it is. Pays for the show.
I'm trying to see if there's anything I can do to help Gem's forests load.
Just stuck.
Weird. Let me try activate this again.
Yeah, switch.
And
It
then
around.
go
says
back
you
to
cannot switch
that.
scenes until resource finish loading.
Oh no,
Huh, weird.
it won't even let you switch back. now.
I'm
You're
stuck.
Uh-oh. Maybe switch
Can I
to
just
the
click the X?
Maybe, I don't know. Or maybe
Just
try
close
like
the whole
quitting out of
thing.
Foundry and reloading,
Yeah, that's what I was
possibly.
gonna say.
Just log out and back in.
What happened during the ads? We're in a clearing that has some ruins and some statues of people in common folk outfits, and there is a giant nest in the middle with some eggs in it. It's kind of what you can see, to be fair. Pix did describe what is here.
I like
got
how
it
so
now.
far this day, I went and like worked out while you guys went shopping. like,
I
And I
mean,
chased the duck.
seems perfectly in character, all of this to me. I don't know what the
yeah.
problem is.
So if I investigate here, Pix, are you going to tell me the same stuff you've just told me, or
You can
what's
absolutely roll perception.
okay? Right, has everyone ads done?
That's done.
Mm-hmm.
All right. So I am the duck, sort of like dancing around this place. Like I'm clearly in the right place, and I've picked up on that. So I'm gonna take a good look around and just assess the situation with my perception. Oh yikes!
All right, with a 10, you're able to spot the one thing that you hadn't seen about this scene up until now. Maybe because it blended in with the twigs of the nest, but standing over these eggs is something that looks more lizard than bird. It's about half your size, huge for the types of birds Max has seen before. And while its neck and head are feathery, it walks on two bird-like talons. The rest of its body is this ugly reptile hybrid. Like, it's almost like reptile bat. Roll me a nature check quickly to see if you recognize what this is.
Okay,
You might have heard stories about these.
I do have some nature in me as well. Here we go. That's not bad.
A 17. You're pretty certain from the descriptions you've seen and occasional sketches you've seen of them that this is a cockatrice. And as
Do I know that they're good or bad?
you know that they are incredibly protective of their eggs. And as you make this realization, this thing locks eyes with you. It dashes at you from the nest, and we are going to roll initiative.
Ah, great.
Are you in combat by yourself?
He's not the only one this session, so...
Where's initiative again? There it is. Normal.
Oh, the cockatrice was so close to rolling a natural 20. But you act before it. You see this thing, like, getting ready to leap at you, but you get to act first. And I'm going to change up the music so that we have something a bit more appropriate as Max decides what to do.
Is running an option?
Running might be an option.
Hold on. How far away am I from town? If I played my bagpipes really loudly,
You
would
can... I will honestly say, if you want to give me a performance check and play your bagpipes to see if you can summon help,
yeah.
I will absolutely let that happen.
Me and Mr. Whisper are on the way.
Yeah, Ruby
Yeah,
and
because
Mr.
they
Wizard
were on
have
the
said they're going to
way,
be on the
and
way.
I did say not yet.
Yes.
So it's kind of in.
We're on our
it's
way.
In, yeah, it's in the because if I can get them to speed up, it might get their arrival in time for the fight, or a couple of turns. What was it? Performance.
Performance, yes. And go ahead and blow those bagpipes.
Oh, okay. Yeah, okay.
So,
I hear it.
I think
Who couldn't?
Distantly, back in the town of Nailbrook, Ruby and Mr. Wizard, you do hear the lilting strains of bagpipes being blown on the wind, but it is very far off at this stage. So it's going to take you quite a while to get there, especially since Max was walking for like 30 minutes or so.
Wizard, how's your jogging?
I'm taking ginormous strides forward.
I'm running next to him while he's just walking.
I can imagine for a second that Ruby is like jumping from tree to tree, going really fast, like going through, and Mr. Wizard is running full pelt, going. Okay, so I guess that is my action, isn't it, to summon help a bit quicker?
Your action has been to play the bagpipes, and what an excellent use of that action. Right, this thing is, going to be able to fly over to you. It has a flight speed of 40 feet, and so it charges directly at you. Let me get off the ruler view here, and it moves 35 feet towards you and is going to peck at you with its beak.
Okay.
We're going to make that attack roll. And it rolls a 13. Does 13 beat Max's armor class?
No, I have 15.
Okay, fantastic. So this thing snaps at you with its beak, but you're like ready for it at this point. You put the bagpipes away, and you're able to dodge out of the way. So, turn order goes back to you. What do you do?
Okay. You know, I never really get to use my mace very much in so far, so I think I'm just gonna whack it one.
Fantastic. Roll for that mace.
Right.
This thing has this sort of like almost bony carapace to it, but it doesn't look like it's very well armored. A 23 will absolutely hit. So go ahead and roll mace damage.
Where was that? Oh yeah, damage. Normal hit.
Mm-hmm.
Oh, come on.
Oh, well, that's still a 5 because you get +4 because of your strength modifier. So that is not bad. All right, this thing takes 5 damage. You clock it upside the beak. And, it immediately comes back snapping for more and is going to take another bite at you. Let's see how it does. All right, and that's a 17, so I believe that hits, correct?
That does hit, yeah.
Okay, fantastic. It's going to roll damage, and I will need you to make a Constitution saving throw for me, please. As you take 5 points of damage from the bite of this thing, you feel like there is something else going on here. Oh, but that halfling luck kicks in, and you and it rolls you 2 ones.
What?
Oh my goodness. Okay, well, unfortunately, Constitution saving throws, it's a crit fail, but like crit fails only really count in combat, so this doesn't have any additional effect other than you fail the save. And with the first failure of this, you feel that the bite of this thing has done something to you, and like you start to feel your skin stiffening where it bit you, like something like maybe it bites you on the leg or the arm or something like that, and you feel like your muscles kind of tensing up. This is going to apply the restrained effect to you, which means that you can no longer move. Your speed is reduced to 0, which means you're stuck in place, and your attack rolls are going to have disadvantage. Now, note this is attack rolls. That doesn't necessarily affect your spell casting, but you have disadvantage on dexterity saves, and attack rolls against you will also have advantage.
That's not good.
It is back to your turn, though. So what does Max do as he feels his skin like start to seize up and stiffen?
Right. Have I got anything that helps me out of this problem?
No backflips.
I have cure wounds.
If only you asked your friends to come with you.
His new friend is a duck.
He traded us in for a duck, Wizard.
We're gonna have a roast duck
Does
after
command
this.
help me at all here?
I don't believe so, because I don't know if these things understand language, and I think command, you like part of the spell is you have to be able to understand a word of command. Let me check the wording on that, but I will see. Oh, I mean, it does just say a creature you can see within range has to make a wisdom saving throw. So maybe it does.
Because if I need to. I'm turning to stone. I need to do something.
Can you call the duck to help him?
I can tell the cockatrice to flee, but I can't move.
No, I mean, command doesn't say anything about it. Them needing to understand it. It might just be like from a spiritual sort of. It's a cleric spell. So yeah, I think you could try using command to get it to run away.
Yeah. Seems like. Well, I'm at a disadvantage at whatever I do.
Hmm.
And I just need to buy myself some time, I think.
Yeah.
Okay, so I'm gonna try command. I'm gonna tell it to go away.
Okay, fantastic.
How do I cast that? Do I have to click cast spell?
Yes.
I'll say flee.
And this thing is going to make a wisdom saving throw. It
Come
may
on.
surprise you to learn that this thing has a +1 in wisdom.
What?
But we'll see how it does. Here we go.
Okay.
It just about succeeds, matching your 14. So this thing kind of clucks furiously. I think you sense that something about its its desire to protect its nest is what has prevented the command from actually working. Like, you get the sense that this thing's instinct is overriding your even your spellcasting ability at this point. And with that being everything Max can do on this turn, the cockatrice is going to step in and take another attack with its bite. And it's going to have advantage on this roll because you're currently restrained. And it rolled a 21 to hit, so it's going to be able to inflict a bit more damage on you. Which is another 5 damage from the cockatrice.
Oh, yikes.
Are you gonna die?
I'm hurting.
Alright, the next thing that has to happen is you need to roll another Constitution saving throw. Because you feel that stiffening move, like that stiffening feeling kind of moving up your body into your shoulder at this point. And that's a 4.
Max! Max!
And that stiffening feeling hits your chest and accelerates. You feel it moving through you, and you recognize too late that some of the statues around this clearing were so finely worked that they could not have been anything other than real people who were turned to stone. And that seems to be your fate as well, as Max Blunder becomes a statue here in this clearing.
No!
Oh no.
And combat is going to end there. Mr. Wizard and Ruby, you begin your walk up to this clearing.
We're running.
You're running still, yeah. You begin the climb, up to this clearing. And I'm going to change the music to something a little different here, as we continue this scene. There we go. All right, Max. You don't know how long it is. You don't know how long it's been. Your eyes are sort of glazed over, looking inwards. You feel something land on top of your head. There is a soft cracking sensation and the feeling of some sort of liquid slowly oozing down the side of your head. Then you realize that you can feel your head again. Then you realize that you are thinking, and your eyes are open, and something is still balanced on top of your golden hair, but the rest of your body feels numb. You feel whatever is on your head push off. You hear the flap of wings, and a bird-like shape flutters down in front of you. The duck lands on the flagstones and turns to face you. Blimey, that was a close call, kid. You was almost architecture.
What?
Behind the duck, the cockatrice stands frozen in its nest, completely unmoving. as though it itself has turned to stone, although you can sort of see this slight twitching to it.
Is it just my head that can move right now?
Yes. I mean, it like the rest of your body is slowly starting to come to life, but you get this sort of ooze dripping down you, and you start to smell. It sort of smells loosely like an egg.
Yeah, I think I got the picture that there was an egg on my head. Have I died? Are you real? Do a backflip.
Oh, blimey! Here he goes again with the do a backflip. Do a backflip. Gosh, I'd say your head's just for decoration, but frankly, the rest of you is for decoration. Your head's the only thing that's moving. All right. Give me a second. I will attempt to backflip. The duck rolls to backflip. Gets a 12. So I think it sort of flaps its wings, like does a little quick loop-de-loop, and then lands back in front of you. There. Happy?
Yes. It's you. What's going on here? Why can you suddenly talk? You've never talked to me before, not even once. Always quack.
I have talked, lad. You just weren't listening.
I don't speak duck.
Lucky for you, I speak... What are we speaking right now? Is it common?
Common.
Probably common. I mean, it might just be some other language that I can speak to you in your head. But we're speaking.
Well, I've biffed this a bit, haven't I?
One could say, but, you know, I think there have been worse things happen to heroes.
Getting bitten by a chicken is pretty low bar. Losing to cockatrice.
Well, wouldn't say you've entirely lost, have you? I mean, look at that thing. Can't move a muscle right now. And you have unexpected allies in your corner.
Go on.
What's my name, lad?
Duck.
I mean...
Frost.
It's good to see that worked. No, lad. No, I'm not Bros. That blockhead wouldn't lift a finger to save you. It's a numbers game, see? Why bother with divine intervention when you've got millions leaving offerings at your altar? But in my case, I had no alternative, because I need you.
You need me.
Yeah. Be honest with me now. Man to man, or man to duck, you've never really been a follower of Bros. All of this stuff, it's pageantry, all of it. You know, the holy symbol on the shields, the amulets, the blah, 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 blah. I could sense the sarcasm, the begrudging way that you adhered to the basic tenets of the faith just to please your high and mighty mentor. All part of the plan. All calculated. My way of siphoning faith from my absurd brother.
Blaine.
That's it, lads. My name's Blaine. It was Blaine the Lucky, once upon a time. But these days, I'm making my own luck.
So Bros has never listened to me.
You could say that. You could say I've been intercepting your calls. Here's the thing about faith. Right. And the duck seems to sort of step away for a second. I will also share with you the other duck that I have in this fantastic art that Duty has done.
I love the absurdity of this extremely important conversation happening to a mallard duck.
Yes. This is what...
Oh my god.
As the conversation continues, this is the aspect Blaine the Lucky takes on. He says, when you've got entire cultures who believe in you, right? You start to waste it. You get comfortable with abundance. You leave food on the plate. You don't cherish the taste anymore. But when you're faced with scarcity, every scrap matters to you. And you start to focus on cultivation. how can I refine this rough stone into something beautiful? Now you've always believed in something else, something a bit less stuffy and traditional, something cutting edge. I am that something. I think you've always, in an odd way, believed in me. And I'm glad you did, lad, because I've honestly started to believe in you.
Even though I've been following your brother, or on paper at least.
On paper, that's the trick, you see. On paper. Where's the contract? It's what you feel in your heart, lad.
Well, Rufus always told me that Bros was the way to go, and that you weren't to be talked to.
I feel like Rufus and I might have seen eye to eye. But here's the long story for you. Eons ago, my brother got tired of having to give me my share of the fun. So he decided to pull a prank. And in his usual way, he wildly overestimated the effects. While I was manifest here, on the material plane, he got me kicked out of the Pantheon, contrived to absorb my followers into his own, and my influence all but disappeared. And only a handful on the fringes continued to believe. But within that holy symbol, the artist's palette that you always see in shrines to Bros, there is a bit that if you twist your head just right, it looks like a duck.
Like a rabbit! A rabbit!
I could have been a rabbit, lads. But I think the duck...
A duck, yes. I've always said it's a duck.
And that was my way back in. Enough belief concentrated on the duck gave me the window I needed to gain back a little bit of power. And it's that power I can give to you. A little bit at a time until you build up more of a tolerance for it. This, he sort of gestures with his wing over to the cockatrice that's still kind of held in place by whatever force he's able to exert over it. And he says, this isn't the kind of magic I can share with you right now, unless you want your brain to fall out of your backside. But in time, lads, command over the elements. Command over creatures like this. And when you're ready, lad, I'm going to ask you to help me with my biggest scheme yet. Because I want my old life back. If you like a scheme, then that's why I need you. I need one of two things from you. Either you travel the road doing deeds in my name, spread the divine influence of Blaine the Lucky, and rally other people who will believe in me, prove to the other gods that I'm still here and still worthy of my seat at the table, and your power grows along with mine. Or you and I carry out the most cosmic heist in history. We break into the house of the gods, confront them on their home turf, and kick their butts for ever daring to mess with us. And Max Blunder gets to carve his name into history.
I'm sort of pondering it, and I start to sort of move my hand and shake off this stony feeling. You're the master of the arts of deception. How do I know that you are not deceiving me right now?
That's the trick, lads. You don't. But try casting a spell without me.
Shall I try?
Yeah, go for it.
I'll try just to see this through. I'll try casting Cure Wounds on myself.
And as you try, nothing happens. The duck has this, like, concentrating feeling. Like, he's sort of emanating this aura, and you can tell he's, like, squinting ever so slightly.
So if this might be worth me just putting this to bed so I can absolutely go down this path. I'm gonna roll for insight. Is that right?
Yeah, roll insight to try and figure this duck out.
Yeah. Please give me a decent number. 18.
An 18 is pretty good. You're talking to a duck, and that seems like an absurd enough set of circumstances as it is, but the cockatrice that so easily ran at you earlier is now frozen in place on the nest behind you, and you feel this pull towards this duck in the way that you felt it earlier in the shrine when you were trying to reach out to something divine in that space, and something about it just clicks for you. You think, this might just work. It's the most absurd possible thing it could be, but you trust this duck, possibly with your life.
I look him dead in the eye, and I crack my eye, and I salute the duck, and I just say, whack.
I knew you'd come around, lad. Let's get back in the fight, yeah? And the cockatrice starts to move again.
Wait. You and Bros are two sides of the same coin, correct?
Yes.
So do I need to change my shield? Is this still okay? Is this good? Do I need to draw a rabbit duck on it?
We'll work on it, lad. We'll work on it. The duck
Right,
is going to
you
roll initiative as well.
No way is the duck gonna fight.
Yeah, he is. All right, the duck rolled a 20, but has a -1 for dexterity, so it is a 19. And the cockatrice rolled a 3. Max, roll me initiative, and let's get back in the fight. 13. Fantastic. Okay, so Blaine is going to go first. Blaine is going to head back over here. We'll say he has about 20 feet of movement. He is flapping and waddling his way in that direction. And he's going to break his concentration for the Hold Monster spell he was using. And he is going to cast Mass Cure Wounds. And that's going to affect Max. You are healed for 31 points of damage.
Oh, jeez.
And he says, okay, kid, you're up. Show him what you got.
With renewed confidence that only Max Blunder could have, I sort of break out of whatever this poison is that the cockatrice had over me and step forward. Oh, what do I do? Do I want to cast something big, or do I want to go and mace it in the face?
I'm also going to remove that restrained effect since we have resolved that now.
Just pure damage. What's best for me? Doesn't look like much difference. Guiding Bolt does... Help me out here, Pix.
Guiding Bolt does 4d6 radiant damage.
Yeah.
And the next attack roll made against the creature has advantage, so you could Guiding Bolt and then follow up with a mace next round.
Yeah. Okay.
Sacred Flame is the other one, but that doesn't do as much damage.
Yeah, I'm feeling really invigorated by my new sense of purpose and connection with the gods that I was struggling with for so long. And I'm just gonna aura this guy.
Alright, fantastic. You can make this attack roll with advantage since the cockatrice is still shaking off the effects of the Hold Monster. A 24 absolutely hits, so go ahead and roll damage for Guiding Bolts.
Damage. Normal. Kaplow.
Oh, that's huge. You absolutely nail this thing in the chest for 18 points of damage. It's immediately, thrown backwards by the force of that.
Obliterate!
Yes, it takes an absolute ton of damage, and when it emerges from the edge of the nest, it is enraged, but it is already, clearly messed up. It sort of hobbles out from the nest, and with its turn, it's going to fly towards you and attempt another bite. So we're going to go ahead and roll that.
I'm so glad that rolled high for the aura moment.
Yes, absolutely. A 15 meets your armor class, right?
Yeah.
Okay, great. So this thing is going to hit. Oh, hang on. Sorry, I rolled the wrong dice. There we go. But this time it only does 2 points of damage, and you feel that whatever that petrifying feeling is, just like you brush it off this time, like it's nothing to you at this stage. So you take 2 points of damage, but that is all, and it's back to Blaine's turn, but he continues to move away from this angry bird as far as he can. So yeah, he's going to be back here and says, "You got this, lads."
No fireball, no laser beam.
Listen,
Blaine.
Mythreach wasn't built in a day. It's about building you up so you've got the power to take on what I can give you.
Right. And with that then, I draw my mace out. As I assume the duck's not doing anything.
The duck is not doing anything. It is your turn.
Yeah. Oh, come
14
on.
hits. 14 hits. Go ahead and roll damage.
Kaplow.
Nice. And with 6 damage, this thing is on its last legs. It's going to get a chance to bite at you one more time. But at this point, it is rolling with disadvantage because it's barely able to stand. I think that's still going to hit, though, with a 17.
Yeah.
So it's going to deal one more d4 and a bit of damage to you. For 3 points of damage, this thing nips at your leg almost half-heartedly at this point, just trying to do whatever it can to protect its eggs. But Max, you have a chance to land the final blow.
Yeah, I'm gonna look down on it. Really aura-farm and step forward to the side, slap the mace up above, like really bring down the hammer. If this misses, I'm gonna be so upset.
No, with a 17, that definitely connects. Roll that damage and let's see how you end this thing.
Boom.
All right, with 8 points of damage with that mace attack, the cockatrice crumples to the ground under the force of your mace. And we're out of combat.
Whew. I sort of turn to Blaine and go, lucky we didn't panic.
I knew you had it in you, lad. And at this point, I think Ruby and Mr. Wizard arrive on the scene. So bear with me while I drag your
And with an
characters
ad.
into the scene.
And
Yes,
with an ad.
we'll,
Good time
we'll
for an
run
ad.
an ad there.
I think it already went, but all right.
Yeah.
That was awesome. That was cool. That kind of played out
was a roller
narratively
coaster.
very well.
The dice are excellent
Why is it a
collaborators.
duck?
Because Pix the
Who-
Enemy
which
said,
one
animal?"
of you chose duck? Was it Pix or Grin? Uh-huh.
Yeah, Max isn't a statue anymore, is he?
No. I'm out of just.
Okay. I was 100% going to tell Ruby we could sell the statue for the
understand
cart.
duck? Or does it
Huh?
sound like Max has just been quacking to us as we approach?
I mean, you arrive as he lands the final blow on the cockatrice. So yeah, Max, you see Max just like absolutely
just see-
pulverize this like mutated lizard bird bat hybrid in front of you.
Right.
You just saw me aura farm and just absolutely decapitate this cockatrice.
But he looks like he's talking to himself, right? Like we don't know anything about the duck.
The duck's gone.
Right.
Right, I got 20 seconds. Can we get a small recap? I just obliterated a cockatrice after finding my god. That is the best small recap I can do.
God appeared to him in the form of a duck and said, "Let's break into the pantheon," basically,
Yeah.
and gave him the power he needed to absolutely whomp a cockatrice.
Also, did the duck poop on his head at one point? I
It
felt like
put an
there
egg on
was
my
some
head.
implied
It-
poop.
It's an egg.
it laid an egg.
Egg just drooped down. That was great imagery on all that.
Man, what if I didn't turn to stone?
I mean, it could have happened that way.
Yeah. Could have missed it all. Right, we're back.
This whole
Yeah,
time
it's
I've just
good.
been in the tavern, just drinking pint after pint.
Yeah.
Come back up this toast.
Yeah, I think Broghini and Sir Alwyn have moved on to like beers with mates after after a hard day's work.
We've got a pack of
as-
cards.
And yeah, Ruby and Mr. Wizard, you arrive breathless and panicked, having heard Max's the shrill bagpipes. You arrive in a forest clearing to see him standing with his mace over the decapitated corpse of this cockatrice, which Mrs. Cat seems very interested in.
Nice of you to show up.
Max,
Eggs! I found the eggs!
good job. Was it easy? What happened?
I'm not keen on sharing the details of exactly what this duck is asking me to do because I feel like the heist and the deception is something I'm keeping to myself for now. There's a chicken guarding the egg. I'll be honest, the eggs are disproportionate to the chicken, so I don't really want to think about how it laid them, but there they are.
Do you think we could sell them? Wizard wants a carriage.
I was hoping they were gold. There's some kind of blue. That will fetch a handsome
we can
price.
sell blue.
I'm
made it
eating these
gold.
eggs. I'm just going to put that out there right now. You are not
Max,
selling
Max.
these eggs. And
Think
not
about the
a
carriage.
chance. Not a chance on this earth are you taking those eggs to sell for 2 or 3 gold. Not a chance. They are going in my stomach. I am
Hold on.
starving.
We should see how much they're worth before they go in your stomach.
Max,
They're
I
just
don't think you
big eggs.
understand. We're getting a carriage of courtesan and white oak.
What if they're worth like 50 gold? Would you want to eat 50 gold?
Why do we need a carriage? We're getting our own caravan tomorrow. We're just joining the parade or whatever.
You
We're going
can't
that
join
way.
a caravan without a caravan yourself, you fool.
We could just hitch on one of theirs. With our eggs.
You don't want to have your own?
I don't need... Can't you cast one?
I can cast a hoverboard. But that's a personal
What's
hoverboard.
I'm sure we could all cram on it. I'm going to go open... Let's have a look at these eggs. Why am I so small? I'm going to go up to these eggs and have a little investigate.
I will say that the eggs look probably too big for you to carry on your own. And
Like
Mr.
massive.
Wizard could carry one, and Ruby could carry one.
We could also get a cart that would carry all 3 of them.
I think this might be a hoverboard situation.
Hoverboard
Can
us.
I
Can
cast?
you make it bowl shaped, please?
Can I create the tester's floating disc to carry all 3 eggs?
Absolutely, you can.
Yes.
Can you make sure it's bowl shaped? If it's flat, they're just going to roll off.
I am casting a spell to create as Max would say, a bowl that is big enough to carry all 3 eggs.
All right, fantastic. Yes,
These eggs are even bigger than I thought if they're hard to carry.
That's why we
It's,
should sell them.
It is. Yeah, I think something about the size of the eggs makes it really difficult to like get your arms around, and you're worried about breaking them on the walk. And
Yeah.
so, yeah, I think Mr. Wizard's disc is apparently 3 feet in diameter, which is a decent sort of size. So yeah, it's just about enough that like you pack a bunch of like twigs and moss around them so they don't move around as much. But yeah, Mr. Wizard is able to hoverboard these eggs successfully, and you now have a bunch of eggs floating on a little platform that's going to follow you around as you make your way back to town.
Is it the cockatrice didn't have anything, did he?
No, the cockatrice didn't have any loot that it dropped.
Okay, I assume so. It's a chicken.
Its mangled body is lying on the ground, but I think the eggs at this point are the loot because yeah, you've at least heard from Hal that they're going to make a heck of an omelet, and who knows, there might be some people in town who are interested in
And there's
parting
nothing we
with some
can do
gold
to
for
these statues to bring them back.
No, if you want to roll me another this would be like a history check. I think yeah, give me a history check.
Wizard, you're up. You've got all the history, right?
Oh yes, let me
I've got
take a
plus
look
two. What
here.
have you got? What have you got, Scar?
My history dumper.
I've got +2 on history.
I got +6.
Yeah, all right. You're up, Patrick.
All right, I'm rolling.
Oh, come on!
Nat 20.
Come
Oh!
Mr. Wizard, you immediately understand what's been going on here. Like, there's the cockatrices on the ground. You've heard of cockatrices before. You recognize that there are some very kind of fine statues. It's a miracle that Max wasn't turned to stone himself, because cockatrices are known for doing this sort of thing. And, yeah, you recognize that, like, after a little while, the effects of it wear off the way that spells tend to do. This is more like a natural kind of toxin secreted by the cockatrice, but it is something that only petrifies people for a given length of time. Sometimes it's as short as a day, sometimes it's as long as a week, but these people may just be here as, you know, they've been kind of foraging for stuff recently, and if there are any sort of disappeared people in town, you know, maybe they'll find their way back to town before long.
You know, it was good we did show up here, because these people may turn back into humans again, and we could use that as bartering chips for the wagon to say that we saved the town again.
That didn't work the first time you did it. I don't know why it would work the second time.
Pillsbury and I have a special connection now that I poked him in the stomach.
Travis, are you saying that these statues are just going to turn back to normal?
He's saying that
Yes,
people...
yes. Give them time, and they'll start turning themselves back. You were bitten by the cockatrice, correct?
Max, how did you avoid being a statue?
Yeah, that's a good question. You should be a statue, young lad.
That's a miracle.
I look Ruby dead in the eye and do a backflip.
Oh, it's the best one yet. At least the best one this session.
And then I just shrug like this, and I just
I turn
absolutely
and
cocky.
walk away from him.
All right, fantastic. I
Right,
think
so we're not taking these statues with us. We'll leave them here.
The statue's perhaps a little bit too heavy, but Mr. Wizard is pretty confident that they will return
They'll
to
find their
normal.
way home.
And
we'll use it for bartering.
And we will gather everybody back in the town of Nailbrook. And I will try and remember where everybody is on the map. Lovely. All right. So I'm going to drag you all back to the Cat's Tail Inn. Mrs. Cat included. And Max is up here. Yeah, the duck is gone at this point. You do not know where Blaine the Lucky has disappeared to, but he does seem to have wandered off. And is, yeah, you hear the occasional sort of faint quack as you make your way back down from the hills above Nailbrook to the town. And Max, I think you take that as perhaps he's still watching you from somewhere, although you're not entirely certain where.
I've got an inexplicable grin, and I'm generally so happy, as my character, as you may have noticed from the sessions, has never really connected with the holy aspect of being a cleric. He's quite adept at being a cleric, but has never found true connection. You saw when it was in the temple that I wasn't really into it and I'd had enough of it, but this proposition from a strange duck has given me a new sense of purpose.
And so, yeah, Max has an extra spring in his step somehow. And you're wondering why just beating up this strange lizard bird thing is making Max so happy, but maybe Ruby and Mr. Wizard don't question all that much.
Well, he backflipped. That's enough.
All right. You meet Broghini Dudestone back at the Cat's Tail Inn. Broghini has already had like several pints and seems to be making quite merry at this stage.
Yeah, where have you guys been all day?
Oh, you missed it! You missed everything. Right, next time we're not splitting up. I'm telling you, we stick together.
You should have seen Sir Alwyn taught me the sickest moves. You want to see them? I'll show you right now. Let's roll for some acrobatics up in here, guys. You gotta see this. It's so cool.
What did he teach you?
I'll show you. Hold on a second. Where's my acrobatics? I'm
So
gonna show
did
you
Bro
right now.
actually learn how to parry in this?
Oh dear.
All right, well, that wasn't the best I've seen today, but
No.
it was something.
The parry he attempts is sort of like a backflip parry of his own division that doesn't quite land. But yeah, you get the sense there is a little gleam in Broghini Dudestone's eye. He has been taught a couple of things that might be brought to bear at some stage.
Proud
I'll
of you,
show
bro.
you tomorrow when I'm feeling better. You'll see. So what have you guys been doing all day? What'd you buy me?
Oh,
Wizard needs a carriage.
were we supposed to buy Bro a gift?
Yes. I assumed that's what you were going to do when you went to the store, and I went to the...
Unless you fit into a dress that fits a 4-foot tiefling, I don't have a gift.
I look
maybe
in my
later.
pockets, and I pull out the map. Here you go. And I chuck the map towards him.
Max, you know I can't read this.
I'll tell you what, I'll put it back in my pocket then.
Oh, thanks anyway. Well, I learned some sick moves. I'd love to hear what you guys have been up to, though.
I think at this point, Hal comes in and sees the 3 giant blue eggs floating on the hoverboard and says,
Just the man I want to see in a time like this. Check it out, Hal. Eggman, look at this.
"My word, Mr. Blunder, I thought I'd never see another one of these eggs in my lifetime. You brought me 3.
You've already seen one of these? Oh, of course, you said this morning.
Yes. No, this is exactly the egg that the adventure. They never said what the creature was or anything, but perhaps they got away with an egg from its nest. But you found 3. Did you see the beast?
That obliterated it.
Wow, that's quite some prowess with the mace you have there. I wouldn't want to meet you in a fair fight. I say that, but are we going to make an omelette with these?
You're going to buy them off of him.
How? Scrambled, hard-boiled, soft-boiled, what do you reckon?
Max, sell them.
How? Sunny side up, what do you think? Have you got a pan big enough?
Oh, I think I probably have a pan. I can break out the wok. It's been a while, but if we make the egg, like, it'll circulate at the base, it'll get all the heat nice and good. I think maybe turning it might be a little bit of a difficulty, but I imagine I could do a huge fried egg with one of these.
No, I love
These
this
are
idea
not
to go for a
free.
fried egg.
How much would you buy them for? What if we ate one and sold 2?
Oh, I'd say, I mean, this could be a delicacy of sorts. People from all over town would come and want a piece of this grand fried egg. I'd say, I mean, I could probably charge a gold a pop, and it'd feed 20, so perhaps 20 gold an egg.
You should sell all of them, Max.
I like the idea of cooking them. I'm hungry.
You guys are always thinking about your stomachs.
Do these eggs have any magical powers or any other use other than selling them?
You want to make an Arcana check on the eggs?
Yeah, I kind of do, just in case we're not... Because this is a magic egg. It's massive, surely. Scar, what's your Arcana?
Let me
guessing it's better than
look.
Mine's +2.
Arcana is +8.
You are OP. All right. Benjamin, what do the eggs say to you?
Oh no, let me pull out my wand. All right. Arcana lana hoodie hala. That's a magic
That's not a spell.
That was definitely a spell. Well, maybe it wasn't the right one.
Call out the rolls. Tell the people what number you got.
11.
To be fair, that's you rolled a 3 and you still get an 11. That's pretty good. I think you've not heard of cockatrice eggs being used in any spells where other eggs wouldn't do. They're fairly mundane eggs. They don't have any kind of innate magical property to them.
Let's sell all the eggs and get some steak.
Thank
No.
you.
You're really going to sell me
Wagon.
all 3?
Well, I don't know what else to do with them, and I don't know how long Mr. Jonathan can keep up this hoverboard.
I leave for 2 seconds and you get the hoverboard out? What the heck?
If we take
Make
the
a
eggs
bowl.
off, quick,
Bro,
broken
he can make
stand
a
on it.
bowl.
It's starting to kind of flicker a little bit at the edges, and so you sort of take the eggs off and put them on a table quickly. And Hal goes behind the bar and starts counting out 60 gold pieces.
Is there? And I sort of say to the group, is there any world we don't want to hatch one? Can we have a pet cockatrice?
We already have a cat, and I feel like that's more than we can handle.
And we got a duck wandering around. Whatever happened to the duck?
Ugh,
It turns out
this
it
beast need to be
turns-
so close to me.
Turns out it was just a duck. Just really wanted me to go that way.
Peculiar, peculiar, peculiar.
I don't believe you.
Wizzy, take your take your cat. Was it called? Get it away from me. I think I'm allergic.
Oh, I'm so sorry, Mr. Bro. Why don't you stand on the hoverboard for a minute and just have a little fun?
Oh, that sounds great. Thank you. I'll do that.
Broghini Dudestone does some kick flips on the hoverboard around the bar. Right.
I have in my inventory the cracked fire opal. And
do?
It does say it was once worth 1,000 gold, and it now renders the much less useful. Is this? I didn't get an opportunity to sell this, so I might ask how much it's worth, or do you think I should keep it, squad?
Go to the jeweler.
Do you think it's just a sell thing or something to keep?
Well, we need a carriage.
We do need a carriage.
With that,
Alright.
we could get an upgraded carriage.
How?
Yes, Mr. Blunder. Here's your 60 gold pieces if you're happy for me to take these eggs off your hands.
Are you cooking any tonight?
Oh, I expect so, yeah. We'll have a sort of a grand opening. Limited time offer.
Give us 59 and just give us a small plate.
Oh, right you are, Mr. Blunder. 59 it is. And he takes 1 gold piece out and hands you the bag. So add 59 gold to your inventory.
And I take the fire opal and I just sort of hold it like this. You for a bartender, you seem to know everything about everything. Do you know if this is worth selling?
Oh, I don't know. Gem sort of seems to have lost its luster, really. But perhaps the jeweler in town might be able to make something of it.
Right, okay. Well, thank you. Hold on, I need to add gold to my thingy. Was it 59?
59, yeah.
64. All right. Got a bit more gold now. Shall I head to the jeweler, or are we gonna rest at the inn? I need to just sell this for gold if we're selling it for gold, team.
Yeah, go. Let's go to the jeweler.
Yeah, we can sort of hand wave that discussion a little bit. We'll say you head over to the jeweler. The jeweler sort of regards this cracked opal and says, maybe there's like a little bit of it that could be saved, like a little bit that still has its luster, and she'll take it off your hands for 25 gold.
25? 25!
I mean, the gem is cracked and flawed at this point, so I think it's probably not going to fetch much more than that when I resell it.
26.
26, fine, sure.
I like those bartering terms.
Yeah.
Get a little extra something.
The negotiator. All right. Okay. So we're back in the tavern now. The inn.
Yeah. And yeah, you can remove the cracked fire opal from your inventory as well. And yeah. So the group is slightly richer. And at this point, Hal fries up this enormous egg. And various other townspeople sort of come in from the markets, and the people who come to the Cat's Tail Inn just for like a pint at the end of the day, and they smell this egg cooking, and immediately it's the talk of the town. Sort of more people keep showing up, and Hal drops a plate in front of each of you first, and says, "Here you are. This is quite the occasion, and I think you should have the first bite, considering that you are finder's fee and all that."
Oh. How? You're a delight. I just scoff it.
Well, thank you very much,
Best
Mr.
egg I've
Blunder.
ever had.
Bon appetit, everyone.
This is so good.
I always use my wand as a fork.
Oh my god.
It's like
That-
chopsticks, but there's just one.
That's why I should never let Keith touch you with his wand. It's disgusting.
I would like to take a bite of the egg and then put my plate on the floor for the cat.
Mrs. Cat immediately comes to scarf up these eggs.
I'm still just hovering around on the hoverboard while I'm eating.
I think that the hoverboard eventually just dissipates and you fall out of the air, but you only fall like a foot or so. So it's just like and then you're back on the ground.
Oh,
Plate falls on his head.
It only lasts an hour, so I feel like it had to run out at some point.
That's fair.
Right, big day tomorrow, squad.
We're gonna head out of town. Max, where do you want to go exactly? I mean, we're gonna go follow this caravan, but we've been traveling together for a long time now. should we separate?
Mythreach sounds good to me.
Okay.
I'm in. Adventure awaits.
I know a good chap in Mythreach. Ted, his name was.
I'm off to bed.
Ted.
I really hope we get in a fight tomorrow. I want to show you my new moves.
Ted. All right.
Yes, Ted Todd. He lives on 16th Willow Lane.
I'm going up the stairs.
Nah,
What a
suppose it's
day.
time.
Everyone sort of retires to bed, and the following day dawns. Everyone's had a good night's sleep. The eggs are sitting well in the belly, and everyone just has a sound night's sleep. Mrs. Cat wakes up Mr. Wizard by kneading on his face a little bit, just kind of like paws immediately in the beard. And
It still smells like incense.
Yeah, yeah. The following morning, everyone's sort of slept off their late dinner of eggs and is feeling hale and hearty. Hal sort of bustles his way back around, bringing breakfast to everybody.
Shall we buy a carriage today, Wizard?
I would love to buy a carriage. I've been dreaming of the carriage all night. I was remembering all my past carriages. They all have
Max.
names. We need a name for our new carriage once we purchase it.
Max
You know,
Blunder, we are going to need your gold.
Or I'm just gonna put that out. Just hear me out for a second. I'm gonna lean in. We're not coming back to this town, are we?
No,
Tell me
no,
more.
Probably not.
Aren't you a thief?
I am 4 foot tall. I can't steal a carriage.
No, not the carriage. Why don't we steal the money from the carriage works and use that money to pay for the carriage? Henceforth, free carriage.
I could try. You want me to steal?
You're a thief.
You know where you
fair
steal
enough.
things?
Well,
So
yeah,
have you,
I'm pretty
have you
good at it.
relinquished your title here as pickpocket?
No. I'm great at it. 'Cause
we can-
normally
We can
people
have
don't like
Frank
it.
have a go, but I just don't think he's going to manage it.
I have an
actually
idea.
think Frank should stay here. Actually, I think because
I
can
no,
make a
I actually think he's
distraction.
vital to the plan, Ruby. He's the talker, you see. You're the one that nips behind, gets the money, and then, presents it as the fee.
all right, we'll give it a try.
Well, if you're
Am I
not if you're
Frank?
not into this idea, I mean, everyone fork up some money.
No, let me see how much money I can get us.
All right. If you get in trouble, I'll be there. I'm
We
ready.
need to enter the carriage works now.
All right, who's going?
We're gonna end up at
We're all going.
You're all going? All right,
We're,
cool.
we're,
gonna
we're
end up in
keen to get
jail.
out of this town now.
All right, sick. Let me open up the carriage works real fast. I'm going to need to drag a couple of the rest of you into the scene.
We're gonna need all of us to pull off this little heist.
Oh yeah, I'm looking forward to it. All right, Max is there, Bro is there, and
With any luck, they won't be any the wiser that anything's been stolen.
Mrs. Cat has transformed into a different type of cat for some reason. Okay, cool. That's part of her pearlescence. It's what she does. Great. So, you guys open the door of the carriage works. It is bright and early. The two people at the counter on the right hand side. Oh, there's Mrs. Cat. She's like over here. She's already in the scene. So two people are manning the counters. There seems to be some sort of like postal service thing in here because there's carriages coming and going. And so there's a couple of people manning the desks, but they look like they're still sort of rubbing their eyes early morning, kind of getting the sleep out of their eyes. And after a while, you hear some hustle and bustle in the back, and you spot the form of Pillsbury sort of moving back and forth in the main workshop behind. So, what are you guys planning to do?
Run an ad.
Oh yeah, good idea. We're running a heist on Twitch chat.
Yeah. Oh gosh.
Ha.
Oh.
So behind the scenes plan, guys, I reckon Sky, you need to run interference here.
I might send the cat to distract one of them and then go on, then take
I need to figure where the gold is
Yeah.
first.
Bro, and we have a
Perception check
conversation
first.
about dwarfs lifting each other up.
Perception checks first. We all need to have a look round for where they're keeping the money.
Okay.
All right, you can all roll those now if you want to. I think Mr. Wizard and Ruby, your perception might also apply to retroactively to the areas that you've been in here already. So,
also, Scar, don't forget you can send your cat to go look as well.
Yeah.
Telepathically.
19.
It says Gemini Tay privately rolled some dice.
Oh, wait, really?
Privately? What?
Yeah, did you did like a blind roll?
I did 11.
No, I just clicked at it like normal.
Weird. There's a bunch of icons above the chat window that I think one of those you might have maybe clicked by mistake at some stage because the public roll
GM
on the
roll.
left should be
I've
highlighted.
clicked it now.
Yeah.
Self roll, private, public roll.
Yeah, it should be public roll. But yeah, no worries. If you say you got 19, I believe.
Well, it's
you.
on screen, so I can't lie about it.
Yeah, there you go. It's on your screen, but not mine.
It's on
weird.
my screen. I can't.
Even as the game master, I can't then look at what dice you've privately rolled, which is really strange.
Wow.
But I guess sometimes people roll stuff to themselves, and that's also fine. So yeah, with a 19, Ruby, you definitely got the impression that a lot of the coin that exchanges hands before it gets taken to wherever they store it long term happens in the office that you had the meeting in earlier. Like there would be a drawer in the desk somewhere that's probably got some coin in there. Everybody else, you kind of get the lay of the land. Mr. Wizard, obviously you've had a tour of this place, so you know it pretty well. So you know where to send Mrs. Cat to be most distracting. Bro and Max, you get the sense that this place is a fairly what would you say, like formal kind of place. But it seems like the two people who are on duty right now aren't really paying a ton of attention. And Ruby seems intent on somewhere in the back.
Guys,
Yeah,
we got it. I got to get back in the office. You guys got to keep him out of the office.
Okay, so I look at Bro and raise my eyebrows like best behavior time. Because that's all I've perceived from this situation.
I sent my cat to knock their letters onto the ground.
Okay, cool.
Slowly, just one letter at a time.
One of the attendants goes, "Hey, stop that! Who let this cat in here?" And
Wizard,
goes
you
to-
got to
and
talk.
pretend to
You got to
read.
talk to
Mr.
Pillsbury.
Pillsbury! Mr. Pillsbury!
Oh, I'm surprised to see you back. I was expecting you yesterday.
Oh, come forward. I brought my friend Bro here. He has some great stories of wagons from the Dwarven lands.
Oh,
Yeah.
lovely to see
We've
you.
always had good relations with the dwarves. Back in the
Can I
day,
sneak?
we never sold them wheels because, you see, the dwarves, they don't actually use wheels. They lift their carriages and they put the carriage on their backs. It's a very peculiar way. Tell them more, Bro, about your carriage lifting days.
I mean, why tell them when I can show them there's carriages in here? Where's your heaviest carriage? I'd be happy to lift it up and show you.
Over
I'm just
here,
going to make sure that
Steel.
these two are kept
I'm
busy.
sneaking.
Yes, Ruby, please roll me a stealth check.
Okay.
Oh,
That's
that.
okay.
8 plus 8, 16.
I mean, a 16 does it. I think a 16 is pretty good. A lot of the other people who are back here in the Carriage Works who are not represented by tokens are just kind of getting on about their business in the early part of the day. And so, yeah, are you actually trying to like sneak in stealthily, or are you sort of walking in with confidence and just like acting like you own the
I
place?
am sneaking into the office.
Okay,
Against
cool.
the wall, like trying to get in without anybody seeing me in there.
Nice. Yeah. No, I think with the 16, you Mission Impossible your way into the office. Yeah.
Okay.
While
Where is the gold in here?
that is probably going to be an investigation check now, because you had a good impression of it, but I think you need to actually spend a bit of time finding it.
Get in.
I rolled a 20.
That'll do it. That'll do it. You go straight to the bottom right desk drawer and you immediately find like a bag of cash in there. You would guess that it's about enough to cover like a decent like covered wagon. It's like the 55 gold that he said the deluxe model was worth. That's about all that you can grab from there, but like you see that the weight of the bag kind of feels like that's about 55 gold.
All right. I
yeah.
grab that and I leave.
Fantastic. So yeah, add 50 gold to your inventory, and nobody is any the wiser with two stellar rolls. In the meantime, Pillsbury is just being bombarded with tales of carriages from the Dwarven lands. I didn't know the carriage of the smolder hold was so distinguished, but I must try and make a trip back that way when next I have some paid leave.
Oh, bro, you should see him back in the day when he used to carry King Bro Stiff. King, who was it again, bro? What was your king's name again?
Oh yes, Bro Stiff the Third. Yeah, he was great. I mean, my parents, Thorina and Bragger, they looked up to him quite a bit.
Guys,
Lots of stories.
Bro,
Guys.
show Pillsbury how tough you are. Pick Pillsbury up for a moment.
goodness.
Oh yeah, let's do that.
I don't think I should be picked up, and I think that's quite inappropriate for this time and place.
No, don't be shy.
What is that cat doing over there with the letters? Get the cat off the letters, please.
Oh, Mrs. Cat, come here. Oh, dear.
While this
Let's
is
buy a
going on,
carriage.
while this is going on, I just take the bag of money that Ruby's just got, and I just exchange the bag that it's in to not arouse suspicion.
Good move. I like that. So yeah, you sort of you wave a fresh coin pouch in Pillsbury's direction, and he says, did I say you're ready to make a purchase? Honestly, I didn't think our prospects were all that good since yesterday, but if you've come into some wealth about town, then who am I to
Sold
argue?
some eggs, believe it or not. Big ones.
Big eggs? Gosh, you must have had a...
Massive eggs.
great
Hit
deal.
up Hal. He will sort you right out.
Oh, I mean, I did...
Delicious.
I did smell something cooking last night. It did smell tremendous. I didn't have time to pass by the cat's tail, but perhaps I should.
Right, what can we get for Ruby?
Oh, we could buy the deluxe one.
Ah.
Oh, you're in the market for the deluxe covered wagon. Yes, that'll
The
be...
best,
Yes.
the best of the best.
And the
The
cat
best.
scratching post.
The best,
Yes.
the best.
Oh, and I'm sure, like I said, we can find something for the cat to scratch on as long as it is not the letters that the delivery folks need to take care of. No. This is...
And a cup holder for bro. He needs a place for his
Wizard?
ale. Woo-hoo.
Thank you.
Oh, the cup
Smart,
holders.
Wheezy,
The cup
thanks.
holders come as standard. Don't worry.
Great. Oh, I got
Right,
one more request. I'm sorry, but if we could have a small diving board on the back for Max for his backflips would be wonderful. Just a
Well-
small squishy board, maybe something made out of beech.
I want
it's a
to
little bit of a
leave this
pliable wood.
morning. Derek, I want to leave this morning.
Yes, we'd better make this deal
Yes,
soon
Derek,
if you
whoever
want
you
to.
are, we're leaving.
If you
The
if you want-
convoy will be leaving shortly. We don't have time, and I don't need one.
Yes, in fact, some of them have come to pick up their carriages first thing, so you're perhaps the last ones out the door. But we do still have a deluxe model. I'm sure we can work this out. Step into my office, and you guys.
I don't know where the office is. I could possibly remember. Ruby would never remember.
with Mr. Wizard almost giving the game away, everybody moves into Pillsbury's office, and you complete the deal. So he brings out the paperwork that he had yesterday, and who am I putting down as the owner of this carriage?
Is that you, Wizard?
Oh, sure. Put me down. Mr. Wizard, of course. Mr. Wizard from Windendale.
No, I assume you need a full name here. Pillsbury.
Yeah. Needs to be official.
Put me down as Pillsbury Wizard.
That is not your name. That's his name.
That's Wizzy.
First and last name.
This is not the time to
I
hold
think-
back.
Put me down
I
as Miss Finnison Wizard. Finnison Wizard. Mhm.
Finnison Wizard. If Wizard is your last name, or we need to just put the title and the surname will do. So Mr. Wizard it is, and so you hand over 55 gold. Are you also going to buy a horse?
How much is a horse?
He said a draft horse is an additional 50 gold, while a donkey or a mule would be 8. But a donkey or
I
a
have
mule
paid for the carriage.
can only do so
You
much,
must
whereas
decide.
Don't
horse-
look at me. I'm not pulling this thing.
a horse you
Big
could potentially ride around,
No,
carry a bit more
everyone,
stuff for you.
come on, cough up together.
Okay.
Everyone, how much
Mr.
we got?
I have a bartering idea here. I have a book, you see, Mr. Pillsbury. A book.
How much gold, Antonio?
This book is worth 25 gold, I'll tell you what. Inside of it's MIDI plans for different types of wheels.
Is this actually something you have, or are you making it up as you go?
I have a book I found in my inventory, and
Oh.
it has sketches of wheels.
My-
Does it really?
Oh, the I think the book is meant to represent your spell book.
Oh.
Don't give that away.
Maybe I'll keep that on. I'll keep that.
Right.
Wheels, you say? It's just full of like arcane writing and like diagrams of how to cast
Right.
spells.
If you will give me 10. No.
Okay.
If Mrs. Cat also gives you 10 gold.
Yeah. I guess Ruby's fronting.
I gave up
55
the
invoice.
entire 55.
Yeah. So
For the carriage, but we want to get a horse.
Mr. Wizard, how much have you got?
I have 25 gold.
Okay, and Bro, how much you got?
I got 68.
Okay. So if Bro and maybe me and Bro will front this one then.
Yeah, I'd rather give up gold than carry it myself.
All right. I'll get the horse if Bro will spot me 20.
You got it.
All right. So I'll front 30, so I'm down to 60.
Should we buy a donkey for fun? Just as a...
No, wizard.
Okay.
What do you want to do with this donkey?
I've heard donkeys have jokes.
Stop entertaining him.
We'll take a donkey too, Pillsbury.
Oh, wonderful.
That'll be
The
another
donkey
8.
just walks behind the cart.
Another
He doesn't
8 gold.
actually push.
All right. Yeah. I've taken
you're-
38 from my stash.
Yes. Your
And make
total-
sure you throw that diving board in for Mr. Blunder.
Oh, of course, it'll come as part of the various trimmings. And yeah, so the total runs you 113 gold collectively, but I think we've sorted out how that's being split. And yeah, the folks of the artificers sort of working behind the scenes. There's a couple of gnomish folks who are already tailoring the words Mr. Wizard onto the side of the carriage. And they bring a horse around from the nearby stables, and pretty soon a wagon is waiting out the front of the carriage works for you with a draft horse attached. The draft horse, feel free to give it a name as well, because you have effectively a new party member, and a donkey also needs a name, if I understand
Okay.
correctly.
Ruby, come up with a name for the horse, or otherwise it's going to be
Can we name
Mr.
it
Horse.
Gus?
Sure, love it.
Gus.
Gus the horse, fantastic.
Gus.
Awesome.
Gus.
I will take a note. And who's naming the donkey?
I'm gonna call him Kong.
Kong.
Love it.
God, we're good
Fantastic.
at naming things.
Yeah.
Kong just carries random stuff on its back behind behind it.
Yeah,
That's
he's
cool.
just
That's
an additional pack beast. And
None of you picked up why.
there's- I
Chat,
feel
you're
like-
slow.
Yeah,
You're slow on the uptake of this one.
the
Donkey Kong.
the Donkey Kong reference didn't quite land with me at first, and then I was like, oh yeah, no, I know where he's gone with this, but I feel like the moment's passed. Incredible stuff. So yeah, you guys, we'll sort of hand wave this bit because I don't have like the graphic of the cart ready to go. But yeah, you guys put together this cart, and before long, you are ready to join the caravan that is leaving the town of Nailbrook. So you bid Nailbrook one last farewell, and as you set off with the caravan, there are a bunch of other merchants and people who are traveling. There are various other people that you've met so far at Nailbrook. The musician from the inn is also headed in the direction of Mythreach for the tournament, and so she heads off with you. Broghini, you find that Sir Alwyn Faraday, true to his word, is also joining you for the caravan, taking the northern pass over to Mythreach and aiming to participate in this summer tournament that you've maybe heard about. And I think as far as like journeying goes, we could do a bunch of other stuff, but I think since we're drawing to a close with our session here, I want to speed us along to where you guys end up. Because if we'll find some fun music to play in the background here. There we go. We'll do that. The road is long, and your progress through the northern pass is sort of slow going. There we go. Let's bring that up. There we go. And especially with like the horse, the wagon, the donkey, and everything. The horses and the merchants in the caravan are not intending to hurry. There's still plenty of time to go before before like midsummer when this tournament is supposed to take place. The nights are short though. It's summer, it's nice and warm, and swapping stories around the campfire keeps everyone in good spirits. And after a few days' travel, you round the crest of the mountains, and you look down into the valley beyond, into the Kingsmoor Plains, in the middle of which stands the lofty city of Mythreach. And something immediately feels wrong. When you're looking at it straight on, Mythreach appears just as it always has, a sprawling city of many districts, outgrowing its own walls and spiraling up towards the towering central castle. But as you turn your head, out of the corner of your eye, you see enormous vines twisting around one half of the castle, blooming with unfathomably large flowers, impossibly tall trees with roots that drink deep from the lower city, and the sky above seems to take on these pink and orange hues. At the same time, the other half of the city seems engulfed in darkness, as though the mirage of these trees has cast this long shadow that persists even when the sun is at its peak. All colour seems to fade and drain from it, leaving a charcoal sketch of itself, this ink blot of deep black and bone white. As you stand on this sort of hillside overlooking Mythreach, just on the edge of your perception, something terrible has happened to the city. And to find out what, you'll have to join us next time for Session 4.
No.
Next week, right?
Next week.
Next
That's
week.
the plan.
Well done, Pix. Very good.
Oh,
Very well done.
Yay!
this was a lot of fun. And there's going to be a little bit more fun character stuff that I have planned that we didn't quite get to in this time for the in the interests of time. But yeah, I hope you guys have enjoyed like a little sneak peek of what might be happening with some of our characters. And there is more to come. Trust me, there is more to come. But I think once we reach Mythreach, you guys are officially going to be level 3. So from that point onwards, we're going to have some fun choices for everybody to make, which behind the scenes, the players have been chatting to me about what their eventual character subclasses are going to be, and that's when we get into it from level 3 onwards. So at the start of Session 4, we'll do a little bit of that stuff so that the folks at home can get a good feel for that. But overall, I think the next arc of things is going to be a lot of fun. It's going to be new powers, it's going to be new environment, and there's going to be a lot of mysterious stuff happening in Mythreach that I'm very excited to get to. With
Yay.
I love the
That's
cart.
awesome.
Oh my god. So
I'm
glad
glad
it
we
was
had a
on.
little like
Big
in
now,
between
like-
episode.
Yeah.
Yeah.
We did some vital material gathering, you know.
You sold some stuff, you bought some
Yeah.
stuff.
I'm stacked up on potions, and
I learned some dance moves.
those are expensive, by the way. They're the same cost as a cart.
Yeah,
Health
yeah. No.
potions.
Health potions save your life.
Well, yeah, that's
Can't
why.
believe you guys didn't
Like,
buy
even
me
though
one.
I was hoarding the money, I was putting it towards the good of the crew.
Yes.
I
So
want to see some cool fan art of the cart with the diving board on the back for Bro.
Yeah.
we've
The
got
cup
like
holder.
we've got like a fully specced out, like a tricked out wagon for you guys. That would be absolutely a joy to see. I'm gonna do what we did last time and quickly do stars and wishes with everybody. So we're gonna go around the group. Everyone's gonna say one thing that they really like that another player did that they want to award a star to, and then a wish for upcoming sessions and the future of the campaign in general. Let's start a quick encounter with everybody so you can roll initiative and see who goes first. Let's put you all in combat state. There we go. All right, everybody roll initiative for me.
Oh shoot. Oh crud. Wait. Oh.
I like that our the party is. We got what, 3 animals now?
Yeah, you're picking up a lot of bonus things.
Just a donkey for no reason as well.
Right, who's rolled?
Me and Scar
Like,
first.
Yes.
Scar, you can go first.
Yeah.
Yeah, I think
There's something I remember that I liked. I'm trying to remember what it is. You go. What was it? It was the. You go first. I'm blanking on what I was thinking.
I loved the dice in my encounter.
Mm-hmm.
Like I was getting it handed to me by this cockatrice quite naturally. Like it was hitting me and I was not doing a lot to it. And then after my encounter and discovering which god had been looking out for me, I then like auraed that thing into oblivion. Like the idea of bursting out of the stone and casting what was it?
Guiding bolt.
Guiding bolt at a whopping 18 damage was like Goku. Do you know what I mean? It was it was just a really, really epic series of events that you couldn't make that happen the way it did.
And to clarify, no strings can be pulled behind the scenes to affect player dice rolls from my perspective. Like that was all just the dice being incredible collaborators. So shout out to the dice.
That was good.
All right, Green, any wishes for next session or the future of the campaign in general? Because we didn't learn about the circus yet, so obviously that's still there from last time.
Yeah. My wish, I guess, now is that I need to figure out how I go down this side quest that I've been given, or this main quest. Like my new sense of purpose, I've made a deal with the duck, but I don't know how. I don't know anything other than what the duck wants, which is to rejoin the gods. That's correct?
Yeah.
And I don't know how, so my thoughts are going forward that I'll find answers in Mythreach, which is a much bigger place, and I'm hoping to find some direction there one way or another.
Awesome. Can we return to you, Scar? Have you got an idea of what your star was?
Okay, there was something that Grian did that made me really laugh very hard, and I don't remember what it was.
Was it eating the ice cream? Because that wasn't part of
that
the
was
show.
that was funny, but there was something. But the other funny part was when the knight was supposed to like teach Impulse all these tricks, but he just kept losing over and over again. And I kept saying in the chat like Star Wars quotes. I was like, where I was once the learner, I am now the master. Impulse. I love that.
He was trying to be very Obi-Wan, and he ended up really like goofing some of those rolls up. So poor Alwyn.
Felt bad for him.
His best days may be behind him, but yeah.
There was something that Green did that made me laugh like crazy.
When was it? Was it early or?
It was middle game. It was middle. I just blanked.
Was it in the town?
It might have been. I just forgot. It made me laugh quite a bit.
We'll go back and find it in the VOD, and I'll retroactively add it to the document that I'm keeping all of this info in. Scar, do you have a wish for next session or the rest of the campaign in general?
I have came out, or at least I've started the threads of a bit more of Mr. Wizard's backstory, where he came from, kind of what maybe happened to his town, and why he didn't go to those magical schools he was promised.
Yeah.
I have some ideas in the back of my head on how Mr. Wizard, his story will progress. So, I just like to build his backstory. That's what I enjoy, and all of his little like past things that keep popping up. And he does have some trips into different realms. So sometimes he throws out a random tidbit that nobody knows what he's talking about because it's from another realm. I enjoy pulling those up.
Yeah, those are super fun. I always enjoy coming to these sessions knowing absolutely nothing about what you're planning to throw out there, but immediately going, yeah, I know what I'm doing with that, and like I've got a couple of things that are cooking already.
He pulled out he wanted an Arnold Palmer, and then the barkeeper's like, I don't know what that means. And he goes, it's from another realm. Don't worry about it. Put a little lemon in my tea.
Yeah. At the moment, I love an Arnold Palmer, and every time like that got brought up, I was like, I really wish I could have this character and be like, I know what that is, just because I like the drink so much. Fantastic. Impulse, Gem, who was next? I think it's Impulse next, right?
I rolled a 12.
Yes.
Can I give a star to the DM? Can I give it to you?
I mean, I'll take it if you wanna. I'm open to it.
Because I really liked that, I split off, and I don't know if like you knew that was going to happen or what, but like allowing me to kind of like play into this desire to continue my battle prowess education and stuff. Like it kind of feeds into this lore idea that I left my keep, my family, to go out and learn and discover. And so, meeting up with Sir Alwyn and learning some moves from him was like super clever to give me that opportunity. I was a little bit sad that I didn't find any new like weapon tech and it was a bad roll. I think I don't know what would have happened if I rolled a better roll in there. But I'm hoping I get more opportunities to discover like more weapon tech. But like the way that you led me into that situation to get more training with Sir Alwyn, I thought was brilliant. So I want to give you a star for that.
Oh, thank you. Yeah, no, I had a couple of things in mind, but I feel like this is still like a fairly small kind of country town kind of place, and I feel like Mythreach is going to be a place that will blow Bro's mind in terms of the technology and all of the stuff they have for sale there. So that might be him headed in the right direction with you following the caravan. Do you have a wish for next time?
I think that was it. Just like my wish is that I will be able to have opportunities to continue that discovery of weapon tech and get more battles in and things like that.
Heck yeah.
That's why I left. So.
Very cool. All right. And rounding off the group, Gem, award somebody a star.
Korean. I think your cleric story is very good. And I didn't expect the duck. What the heck?
Nobody expects the duck.
No one saw that coming.
You're very clever. It was very good storytelling. I liked it.
Heck yeah. And a wish for next time?
I guess I'm just still working on Ruby's story. Just need to keep progressing what the heck I'm doing with her.
Yes, I have some questions for you at some stage, so I will probably send you those over the weekend, and then I can get cooking. Cool. Lovely. All right, still working on Ruby's story. Fantastic. As always, I could just give a star to all of you guys because this is such a delight to return to every time. So, yeah, I'm really looking forward to next time. My wish is that I have enough time to get everything together for session 4, but I will, and it will be fantastic.
Quick turnaround.
So,
what date is that?
That's probably going to be. We're looking at the 26th.
Yeah,
is that the
but
Thursday?
we should
But we
gently
need to
place that
start.
there and not.
Yes, we're penciled in right now. I'm not gonna make any announcements on Twitter that I then have to retract and say like, not yet, not yet.
We literally wait for Pix to send something out, and then we're like, well, actually,
I have something I need to do, and I'm like, yeah, no, I
calendars are looking a little full.
Yeah, I have a really busy week, and I know you guys have like charity stuff coming up and all kinds of stuff.
Crazy busy schedules,
yes,
but
so
we'll try.
Stay tuned. Don't touch that dial. We'll be back sooner than you think, hopefully. In the meantime, thank you once again to the players for playing. Thank you to all of you at home for watching. And yeah, GIGGS D&D will return. Da-dum.
Thanks, Pip.
See you all soon.
That was awesome.
Thanks, Bix.
Yeah, see you guys.
I'll send us out.
Oh no!
Oh my God!
Not the bagpipes.
Oh.
Farewell, friends. See you all soon.
I hate it.
Quack.
All right. That'll about do it, I think. Oh, I'm sweaty again. Hi, folks. Hope you enjoyed session 3. I can catch up with everybody. We've got some raids coming in. We have so many people being generous with the subs. Thank you all. Thank you all so much. I hope you all had fun. A little bit of variety this time around. This felt like we did the backstory thing last time. I felt like I had little individual quests for people this time around. Ruby Mr. Wizard did a bit more of the shopping side of things. And I had a couple of things in mind for them, but I was mindful of not wanting to take up too much time this evening, wanting to keep the session a little bit more brief. So that felt good, I think. It was so much fun. Oh, thank you so much. Thank you so much. Yeah, I'm excited that Sir Alwyn is traveling with them, which again means I get to continue to use that character. I feel like one of the things I need to establish is like NPCs who they're going to be around a little bit more. So that's kind of my hope for that. Handle the splitting of the party very well. I was crossing my fingers that it was going to happen that way. Like, I was kind of leading Grian off in this direction. I was kind of leading Impulse off in that direction. If Ruby and Mr. Wizard had split up, I had a little bit more stuff in mind for them, but I felt like they stayed together as a unit, and I love that relationship developing, so I was happy to just let that play out. And I'm always working on little things that can happen in a variety of circumstances. So that's really where I was at. Will they ever acknowledge the musician NPC? They don't need to. Like, I don't have a ton like planned out for her. She's just like there, and it might end up being just like, you know, a little bit of fun. Obviously, if you put a token on the map, if you get somebody like, you know, whether it's like art from the Foundry module, or like I got Duty did some fantastic custom art for Blaine the Duck and for Sir Alwyn. Like, that obviously puts a spotlight on them and says to the players like, hey, you need to acknowledge this NPC because they're important, right? We have a golden Kappa train incoming. Do something with that, chat. Green's story arc is so clever. Me and Green have been working on that behind the scenes. Like, he sent me a bunch of stuff really early on about how, like, it was this god but also this other god, and I was like, how do I work that into the pantheon? And Blaine is obviously like very kind of like a trickster god, very kind of Loki style thing. So I think you can see the direction that this is going. But yeah, like I really like the idea that they are eventually going to have a heist to break into Mount Celestia or wherever like the gods hang out. Oh my goodness. Vixen, thanks so much for the 10 gifted. Incredible. Thank you so much. Yeah, we have a bunch of people cheering bits and gifting subs. Thank you all. A duck tipped $10 and said quack. Incredible. Thank you so much for the tip. Really appreciate it. I don't trust that duck as far as I can kick him, but I already love him. Listen, Green rolled a pretty high insight check, and he believes the duck, so maybe you should believe in the duck too, followers of Blaine. You believing in that duck is going to mean the duck can give Green more superpowers. That's the idea. Lady Suzanne, thank you so much for gifting that sub. That's very kind of you. Okay, I need to expand this out a little bit. Is he Blaine the Ducky? I was wondering if Green was going to make that joke. I was ready with a Divine Smite just in case, but he didn't, and I think Blaine appreciates this. But yeah, like, I wrote Blaine the Lucky, and I was like, he has to be called that, because when Green has halfling luck, and it's this whole thing, it's really, like, well tied in. Oh, thank you all for the bits. Thank you so much for the bits. Really appreciate it. At least Green can get eggs. Exactly. Like, after the whole egg thing last time, I was like, we have to have, like, an egg tangent in this episode. The duck scene felt like one episode of Doctor Who with the alternate universe that posed as a frog. Not familiar with that episode of Doctor Who, but sounds cool. My DM is amazing. Thank you so much. That's very, very kind of you. Like, I work hard at this stuff. I've been thinking about this and some of the other stuff that I've been running a lot this month. So, yeah, I feel like my Minecraft stuff has been, like, sadly neglected, and it feels even weirder because now I'm going to be away for the weekend and I will miss Minecraft lives. So folks who are used to me streaming and keeping track of that stuff, I'm not going to be back until Tuesday, when I will be doing an episode of the Spawn Chunks podcast. And then, yeah, I don't know if I'll be able to get back to streaming before we stream the next session of D&D, if we're going to have to turn that around in a week. So, yeah, I am looking forward to a good sleep. I'm glad that we finished before midnight this time around. I was aiming for a 3-hour session, and we landed exactly at the 3-hour mark, so I was really happy about that. A lot of people were like, 5 hours is a pretty hefty commitment, the players included, right? Like, we all had a great time, but we were all like, oh, that was kind of exhausting. So I was really aiming to keep this session to 3 hours, is the idea. Yeah. Don't know how much is from you and how much is from the players, but the way the characters are evolving as we learn more about them is 10 out of 10. It's a combination of both. It's always a collaborative relationship between the DM and the players, and I try and honor that and incorporate the players' wishes as best I can. Doing stuff like Stars and Wishes, like we do at the end of the session, is honestly like such a critical part of that. Like, it really helps me understand where the players want to take the campaign, and obviously I go back and watch the VODs and I can tell a little bit more about like what they're getting into, what they're excited about. But they have such great ideas. Like, they're all so keen on different directions for their characters, and how that's going to tie into the overall story is really, really fun. I was not expecting Mrs. Cat. I was not expecting Mrs. Cat to be the name. I was expecting him to name it after like either one of his like his own cats or like a family cat or something like that. And Mr. Wizard and Mrs. Cat is just perfect, like pitch perfect. I love it so much. My stars and wishes are, I honestly, I give Scar a star for Mrs. Cat. I give Grian a star for how well he did the encounter with Blaine. Like, that was something that we've not scripted any of that. Like, I've been given a bunch of stuff, and I wrote a bunch of stuff, and Like, I wanted that to play out a certain way, and Grian absolutely nailed it. Like, he's such a good roleplay partner in scenes like that. He really understands, like, I'm telegraphing that I want him to react a certain way, and he like, absolutely bites every time, which is great. I thought Impulse handled the encounter with Alwyn really well. Like, I think it was fun that he got an opportunity to, like, learn a little bit about combat technique, even if the forge at Nailbrook was ultimately going to be disappointing to him, because they're not doing, like, technological innovation in this town necessarily. It's like a small blacksmith shop. And so I wanted to keep that realistic whilst also giving him something else that led him down the trail of where his character is going to go. And, like, Jem always being such a great, like, a great rogue, but also curious and, you know, expanding on the definition of what it is to be that character. Like, I think Jem's, like, internal life as Ruby is becoming so much more rich, and I really like that. I think that's so cool to see a rogue character not just being like, yeah, I'll steal things, because she had to be cajoled into stealing stuff by the party, and she's like, well, yeah, I've got the skills, but shouldn't we be doing this honestly? And I'm like, such a cool character arc for a rogue. I'm genuinely so excited to see who she steals from and who she doesn't. She seems to be doing it more because she can, and because, like, it's what she's good at, rather than because it's fundamental to her, like, belief that she needs to be stealing from people, right? Like, I think that's the really fun part for me. Thank you all for the hype train. Really appreciate it. Huffmeister, thank you for the 10 as well. Love that. Thank you so much. The players have a lot of improv experience going in. Yeah, no, absolutely they do. Like, they're so great, like, just picking up on what other people are putting down. The little breakfast scenes and everything. I'm really looking forward to throwing them into Mythreach and what I have planned there. But yeah. Would love to see her pull out the gun out of Scar's bag. We are downplaying the gun thing. I like the fact that he's got, like, this airship idea now. That's really fun for me. Oh, and Impulse is raiding! Hey, welcome in, folks. Thank you so much. Thank you so much for coming in with the raids. Welcome, welcome. I'm doing a little debrief at the end here. No spoilers or anything. Like, I don't have a ton planned for next time, but I'll be doing a lot of writing over the weekend. Love that Scar remains a mystery. I think he will remain a mystery for a long, long time. Is Bros a rabbit given the duck rabbit illusion? Interesting question. I'm excited to reveal more as the situation continues. But yeah, Bros is very much like the god of the arts and everything that we have been told he is up until now. And Blaine is his brother, who is currently a duck. That is what that's what you need to know. If this wasn't the first campaign, I could imagine Max Blunder doing a Cleric Warlock multi-class, both with a duck. Clerics and Warlocks are basically the same thing, right? Like, can we be honest? They are the same thing. Like, there is this sort of semantic difference between getting your magic power from the divine and getting your magic power from anything that isn't the divine but is powerful enough to grant you specifically powers. And obviously pact magic works differently and there's different abilities associated with it. But yeah, like, I'm looking forward to Max Blunder being a cleric with a domain and, like, signing on the dotted line about that, because that's going to be really, really fun. Yeah, like, there is, yeah, the joke that, like, one of them has a job and the other one has a sugar daddy, right? Like, that's but which is which? That's the joke. I'm glad we got an opportunity for Scar to use the hoverboards. That wasn't something I planned at all either, and that was really fun. As a D&D newbie, how does D&D balance and avoid overpowered characters? There are ways of making a lot of characters overpowered. I think min-maxing is one of those things that can lead you down a path of a character being very powerful, and there are certainly people who will argue for certain powers being used in certain ways that can lead to them being kind of OP. I think the balance is always a conversation. Like, D&D is a game of conversations. It is a game in which you tell a story by just having a conversation. And so I think the most important part of that is to level with your players on, like, I think this is a little bit too powerful, and for your players to react to that with an understanding that, yeah, I feel like this is taking some of the enjoyment out of the game. It's really a fundamentally like a thing of, like, are you here for the power fantasy of just doing a ridiculous amount of damage in a turn or whatever, or are you here for the story being a little bit more up and down? Like, you think about the way Lord of the Rings plays out. I think this is an example that Sam Reich gave in the Adventuring Academy episode with him. Like, the hobbits taking the ring and destroying it in the fires of Mount Doom. The hobbits are not, like, super powerful, heroic characters. They are just the little guys who could. And that's, like, that's where the meat of the story is in their journey and their ability to do the bravest thing imaginable whilst being incredibly underpowered. And so, like, obviously you've got all of the heroic stuff, the heroic fantasy happening with, like, Aragorn, Legolas, and Gimli, and, like, all of the fights that happen on, like, the Pelennor Field and things, but that's all a diversion so that the real story can conclude. And the real story is the story of the hobbits. And yeah, like, we can impose mechanical limits on stuff, but I feel like a lot of the time it's down to player agency and that kind of thing. How do you balance the spotlight between players? My players tend to let the others talk because they aren't that certain what to do or say. It's tricky, especially with newer players, but I think it's really just about manufacturing a situation that character has to make a choice. Like, Max had the choice to follow this duck or not, and it was the more interesting decision to follow the duck, and that led to a combat encounter, right? Yeah, like, there's a lot of different tricks that you pick up as a result, but, like, I think one of the things a lot of D&D modules do, if you're doing something like pre-written, a lot of D&D modules just sort of focus on things happening around the party, because they can't plan for whatever party you have and incorporate their stories into the story that the module is trying to tell. And one of the things I love about homebrewing all of this, even though it's a ton of work, is that the story stays focused on the characters and isn't just, hey, this or that person in town has a quest for you. You can do it or not, your choice. Like, it really puts the focus back on the players to contribute to the narrative. Always follow the duck. That is absolutely my advice to you. Always follow the duck. How long have I been DMing? I picked it up at the beginning of 2020. We did one session before COVID lockdowns happened, and so I was DMing online for my group after that for about a year. We fell off a little bit after that, so we haven't been playing anywhere near as regularly. But then I've been a player in the 8-bit community's ongoing campaign. We're now like level 11 characters. We've been playing that for like 3 years. And in the background, I've been DMing a bunch of other systems. Like, I've been running a bit of D&D, but then also a bunch of like Morkborg and Stillfleet and Mythic Bastionland and a bunch of other like fun systems. 2020 was big for TTRPGs. It was big for a lot of things, including Minecraft on YouTube, because people were like, oh, I have to consume something, otherwise I will go stir crazy, which I understand. Yes. What I think about Daggerheart? I enjoyed the Daggerheart that I played. I'm not interested in running it as a system because I feel like there are other systems that do a similar job. Like, the goal with Daggerheart is to make a system that is more narrative forward, and I always end up playing any system that I play more focused on the narrative than the mechanics. So I feel like I could just as easily do with D&D what I would do with Daggerheart. That's the idea, really. GIGGS D&D is honestly my favorite actual play right now. That means so much, genuinely. When I know there are very good actual plays going on right now, and that means a lot to me. I have not played Pathfinder. I played Starfinder, but I find Pathfinder and systems like it a little too crunchy for me. Like, they're so mechanically focused, and obviously, again, you can do narratively all sorts of stuff with it, but I feel like, yeah, like, Pathfinder and Daggerheart feel like opposite sides of a seesaw, where D&D is like the fulcrum in the middle, kind of. There's a lot about D&D that I'm like, I could take it or leave it, but like, I'm not like married to the system entirely. But for folks like this who are learning role-playing games and they know of D&D and they really want to make that part of their experience, like, I'm all about it. Yeah. I think I'll probably wrap things up here, folks, because I am getting real tired. I need to step away from the computer, and yeah, otherwise I will just be here all night. And I would love to be here all night, but tragically, circumstances will not allow it. But thank you so much to everybody who's popped into chat. I see some lovely messages coming through. I will go back and watch the VOD and read the chat as it happened, because I love to do that. So I'm sure I will see all of your messages. I hope you all enjoyed the new emotes, those of you who have them. And yes, it's been an absolute delight continuing to GM for these folks. Long may it continue. I'll be seeing you guys again soon, but enjoy Minecraft Live if you're sticking around for that. I know Joel Duggan is going to be streaming it from his channel in lieu of the Spawn Chunks having a stream, because I will be elsewhere. So, yeah, I'll see you all again soon. Have a good one. Take care. Thank you so much again, and bye for now.